we are live. What's up, grinders? How you doing? Yes, it is Wednesday. Don't change the channel. Yes, it is Wednesday. I was on some grindscation. I'm going back for another couple of days, but I wanted to definitely do a gaming grindhouse this week, so the grindscation goes on halt, and we're back in the studios today to do the gaming grindhouse on a special Wednesday. Hit that like button. 8 o'clock. We are live, everyone. I hope you're having a good week, man. It is. You feel it? I feel it. I feel the heat. I feel the fires. I feel the heat. I feel the fires. That's what I'm feeling. We know it's cooking season. We're ready. We're ready. You hear them? I hear it. Oh yeah, there it is. I hear it. I hear it right now. Oh yeah, it's cooking season, man. I'm on tour. That's right, Springfield. I'm going on tour. That's what I'm doing. But yeah, no, it was just for this week. I was doing a Wednesday. I always go back on Mondays, 8 o'clock. That's when this show is. But this week, I was out, so want to do it on the Wednesday. But definitely get the show in for everybody. All the grinders out there need to get the show on. That's right. What's up? What's up? Shout out to everybody coming on in here. Yeah, we're gonna have as you can see from the topics list, we got stuff to talk about. Like again, it is a lot of stuff. Pre-orders, orders, leaks, Gamescom, video games, playing stuff, crazy people on the internet, and all the fun stuff that comes along with that. And a Phantom Blade Zero State of Play that just got thrown into the midst of everything there with another fire game that is coming in another couple of months, which just adds to everything else. As you can see, did I update those? Yes, I did. So, as you can see, I put out a goal there. I'm going to be gifting out VIP members because we're going to have a special VIP Ultimate Grinder Gaming to the Balcony show next Wednesday. We'll be doing it next Wednesday. And if you are a VIP and have one of those lovely logos next to you, you will be there. And we're going to be doing some fun stuff, maybe a giveaway. Definitely, I got some cool things to show you because that's what we do. I'm going to give you a little sample today of kind of things that I do on that show. If you're interested in a VIP, it's only $5. Or you could, hopefully hit the goal. I'll give out some gifts. Or we have some people that some grinders that donate, drop some VIPs as well, so you could attend and check out all the other VIP music that I give down the show for the VIP members, and also get on the show on the To the Balcony show. It's always a fun time. It's chill. Camera goes on. I show a bunch of stuff, show a bunch of cool things that I'm printing, which, by the way, dude, we'll talk about that. It's been wild, dude. And, yeah, so it's been wild on the internet today with my prints. But it's been going crazy. And, yeah, and then also, too, we got a VIP goal there. We'll do a community game night, and the balcony show is coming next week. So if you don't have a VIP, get a VIP. So you'll be within this 30 days. So you'll get a VIP show, maybe a second one within that time. So definitely jump on the VIP bandwagon. And let's do a shout out to everybody coming on in here. I know people are talking about those plates and that Wolverine hotness. We'll get to that. But we got one more hotness right before that topic. But hit the like button, share it out. Let them know that we're here burning the fires on a Wednesday night. And we're ready to cook. We got Pulse Elites. We got Pulse Elevates, Wolverine, Horizon, Herman Hunters. We got Elder Scrolls TEASE by Oceanator. We got Xbox at Gamescom with Ikea and McDonald's. I don't know. What are we doing here? And Herman, what are we doing here? And then we got Phantom Blade Zero State of Play, another game that's cooking. And who else? No, what else? I don't know. Things just happen on the show. That's why you want to be here live. So hit that subscribe button. A shout out to Accurate Silver Wolf, Legion of Doom. That's my favorite tag team right there. Neil, Zapmondo, Destin, Jay Orta, Phantom Glaze. It's hell yeah, Phantom Glaze. That was definitely some Phantom Glaze over there. Curse Kane Ryan, Springfield Chaser. He loves that Gaming Grindhouse song. That's right. It's fire right there. That's where we bring the fires. Easy Tone. He goes, Herman, what are we doing here? Herman may come in and answer that question. I heard that he is parking his yacht right now outside on the shoreline, and he is making his way to Gaming Grindhouse Studios. We will have Herman Holtz here to answer for Horizon Hunters as well. So he is expected to be here. Again, we are growing. We are almost at, I don't even know what the subscribers are. I want to get to 3,300 subscribers. We are about 60 away So please subscribe if you're new. But we're big here. And Herman is on his way to the studio. So as we speak, I'll get him on the mic, and he'll have to answer the Horizon Hunters. So he's on his way. I just got reports. He's parked his yacht, and he is on his way over to the Gaming Grindhouse Studios to talk about Horizon Hunters. I got him exclusively interviews. What's up, Zapmondo? Neil in the house. Feats on Lands. What's up? Let's go. And we got some VIPs in here. Member of 16 months, Easy Tone. He goes, I know you'll get to it, but I need to vent because I am tired of Herman. No buttons, no brains, all live service hosts. Get him out of here. All right, Easy Tone. You'll have a chance to vent to Herman Holst. He's on his way. He is on his way. We're going to vent to him. Because, yeah, I don't know what's going on with Herman Hunters. What's up, Liquid Data? He says I'm late. Nah, man, we're just going through the hot topics, and we're going to start the topics right now. Here, Accurant said he was lucky enough to get the Wolverine covers. Hope you got yours, too. I'll talk about that as well. Man, Neil is a 34-month grinder. Dude, that's the thing. The Gaming Grindhouse is always given. We got tons of long-term VIP members here. That's all I'm saying. I appreciate all of you, and thank you for keeping the Grindhouse lights on. That's all I'm saying. There we go. Yo, AK Do Sensible, member of 33. There he is. Mr. AK Do Sensible. How's he doing? 33 months. There you go. He right on cue. That's how the VIPs work here. Right on cue. They're partying in the balcony. And that's how we have it here with the balcony. Everybody partying on the balcony. And then there's the ultimate grinders. Those guys are up in the behind the frosted glass. Those guys come down a couple of times to give us something like Stephen Leone and friends. They come down there and from that. But, yeah, we got VIPs partying on the balcony all the time. And they're going to be partying, jamming to music. Because you know here, if you are a VIP, you know that I am DJ Grindhouse. I do live DJ streams. They block my music in 5-10 countries. And I have to fix that. So you want to catch those things live. I might do a live DJ stream because I do some DJing. I like to do the DJing. And I like myself some speakers and headphones and music. So we know when they show these things, we were like, where are these things? And finally, we got some hardware right here. The Pulse elevates, and I got to fix my stuff. Hold on, I got to fix my plug. Hold on, we're going to have a little flickers. Just a little flicker. Little Phil Ness flicker. What the hell? Hold on, I got to plug something. I tell you. What a production. Use my touch screen. I got to use my touch screen. There's another flicker. Am I back? My touch screen working? My touch screen not working. Hold on, Frank. I got to fix this one. There. Is my touch screen working now? Let's see. I like to zoom in. Get into the grinds cam. No, it's not working. So the zoom's not working tonight. I am not messing around with it anymore. So the Pulse Elevate has been announced. It was announced, but now they finally have a release date and a price on these things. Pulse Elevate features ultra low latency, lifelike gaming audio with a built-in mic and an all-portable form factor. So if you remember, they showed these, I think sometime last year it was. They showed it last year. And they actually have the angle. They do that kind of surround sound. They are also wired, but they charge, and then you can pull them off and they're wireless. One of the cool things about these speakers, first off, they come black and white. Let's see, I'm going to touch. I gotta do my thing. Black and white, and they have like charging kind of docks like this, and they charge. The cool thing about these, they're Pulse. So what that means, and this was one of the big unique things about it, it has the technology of that Pulse, the Pulse transmission of audio. So if you have the PlayStation Portal, you can now transmit the audio from the Portal to these speakers. So you don't need the headphones. You don't need the Pulse headphones. You don't need to use the speakers on the actual Portal itself. You could actually transmit the audio low latency because it's their proprietary connection, which I wish it was built into the Pro when we didn't need a dongle. That's a grindhouse for another day. But you could transmit the audio from the Portal to these devices. And there we go. What's going on with this? And they have that cool little tilt there. And here's a little video. Let the video tell you about it. They do look sleek. Desktop gaming audio. Yeah, this is when they were still focused on PC. People thought they were PC speakers, which it can be used for PC as well. But what's cool is that they're playing on magnetic drivers. So one thing, as you know, we're playing on magnetic drivers. As if you follow here at the Gaming Grindhouse, when I talk about gear, planar are very sharp and very clear mids and highs. You don't get this super rumble from these, but you will get some crystal clear audio with those, and they give you the best kind of vocational audio. What's this? I better not be Herman. You better not be playing kind of my licensed music. Talking about licensed music here. But anyway, yeah. So they got woofers in them as well. Now 3D audio supported to elevate your perception. They have here, and then orientation for ideal audio experience. Pretty sharp if you're doing this kind of setup like this. But then they come right off, and you can move them around. So, and they have PlayStation Link Wireless or the Pulse Link, whatever they call it. So lossless audio. So yeah, so you could plug that in, and it'll transmit wirelessly to this. Also to PlayStation consoles. And then there's the remote stations from the portal, like that was I was just talking about. And it's portable sound, so you can take them with you, which is pretty cool. So they're kind of like, yeah, and Bluetooth as well. So they're kind of like these really awesome, just very versatile speakers. But they're wireless speakers. They do Bluetooth. They do the PlayStation link. So you'll need that dongle that will come with the Pulse headsets and the other the Pulse Explorers and the Pulse Elite headsets. You could use those as well, which I wish they just built it into the PlayStation 5 Pro. I do not understand why they didn't just build that wireless transmission into it, so you don't need a dongle for it, which is kind of silly. Which is silly because the dongle that they use for the link for the audio is actually a USB-C, and if you know the Pro does not have, it's a USB-A. I'm sorry, USB-A is the big one. Pause. And there's no USB-A's on the front of the PlayStation 5 Pro, so you got to put that dongle in the back. Oh man, pause. Major pause. Phil. Jeez. I mean, that was triple pauses on that one. Go back and look at the. Yes, I know. Dongle in the back. Pause.
How about those exclusives?
That's an exclusive joke for you right there. But yeah, so what is the price of them? That sounds nice and dandy, PlayStation, but what is the price? We were estimating 200, 300, we thought. And this was announced in August. August. We have it now, August 18th, $219 USD. There you go. 2019 euro and 199 British pounds. There you go. There you go. So $219 in the US, not bad. I was thinking about 200, but then I thought Sony was going to be a pain in the ass and flex and do it at 3. But obviously they hooked it up at the 2, which $219, which is not bad considering their wireless Bluetooth speakers, stereo, and they have the PlayStation Link. Plus, they could work with that. Not too bad. Am I going to be going and buying them? I don't know. I have tons of speakers. The Sony speakers are awesome. Somebody says they have the XM6 headphones. Dude, the dogs on, they're incredible. Also, the earbuds are incredible, too. I think they're on sale. Best Buy's doing a 60th anniversary, by the way. So check out sales at Best Buy. Yeah, what's up, Michael Meridian? Says, yo, Jez, got both sets of plates and the controller. Oh, man, Michael Meridian cashing in, baby. Wolverine style, hyping everybody up. But, yeah, I like the idea of them. I think the major thing with these is kind of like if you have like that PC monitor setup and your PlayStation's at a desk setup, that's what they're more for. I would not use them like as I don't know how super loud they are. I guess we'll hear when people what's up, General? How you doing, man? We'll see like when they come out. Like I just don't know how room filling they are. Are they meant more for a desk setup, or they're more for a home theater experience where you put them on, because they'll look pretty. I have to say they would look pretty damn sharp if I put them like under the TV on the mantle shelf and stuff like that, and you have no wires going to speakers and that. But I don't know. A speaker bar probably is your best case for more immersive sound. But this may be more for like those PlayStation desktop setups. But again, they're only $219. They're not, $500, $400 like a speaker bar there. And they don't have a sub in them, but they do have a woofer. So I don't know if you're going to get that home theater experience. But I do like the idea about if you do the port, like if everybody's like, yo, I just hang around in my room and I play the Portal because my PlayStation's downstairs, blah, 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 blah. Oh, the dongle is Type-C now? Thank you, Accurate. Yeah, because they showed the one that's a Type-A, and I know that was the one that came with the other Elite there. But do I have? Yeah, because I got to double check because I do have my. Yeah, no, yeah, because I have the Elite, I have the Explorers for them, which they sound good. Their microphone's not that great, the Pulse Explorers, but they do sound good and they work well with the Portal. But yeah, I don't know why they use that proprietary stuff. Like it would be cool if they like this, like there's Bluetooth and that stuff, because if they would have just made these only with PlayStation Link, it would limit the functionality of them greatly. You would need to buy dongles for your PC and you'll have to buy a yeah. So but that's pretty clean for the Portal. It's pretty cool. Now we just need to figure out how to get the Portal on the TV. That's what they need to do. Maybe that's coming with the Portal 2 or whatever it is, where you could actually plug the Portal into your TV and basically it's a PlayStation on the go and you'll have these speakers there. Maybe that's the future. Who knows? But that's the next thing I was thinking for a Portal. Just plug it into a TV or you don't want to transmit video. That would suck. But yeah. So everybody in the chat has been going crazy. Hit that like button, Grinders. So what do you think about it? Yeah, before I move on from the speakers, what do you think? Anybody getting them? Because the thing is anybody in the chat, like anybody, do you play on a monitor PlayStation? Like you pull your PlayStation into a computer monitor and play that way? Type a 1 in if you do that way. If you play PlayStation, if your PlayStation hooked up to a gaming monitor and you kind of play at a desk, like almost like a PC setup, desktop setup, type in a 1 if you do that. Type in a 2 if you just play on a TV, like a home theater, because that's primarily how I played PlayStation. If I wanted to play like on a monitor and stuff, I would probably, that'd be like a PC. I don't really, really. Yeah, because they did do the monitor too, Springfield. That's right. They did do the monitor. So Space Money, you do it. So, yeah, so like that's kind of what that setup would be for those speakers there on that one. So a lot of 2s. I'm assuming because that's, as a console, sit back. Yeah, 65 OLED Michael Meridian is, yeah, and 120-inch triple laser projector. The 100 with triple laser. The triple laser triples. And then, yeah, we do the, but we got the triple. What's going on with this thing? Holy shit! They can't do sensible. Holy, I just turned my head. I was looking at my sound clips. AK do sensible with the VIPs. Oh, baby, where's my music? Where's my music? Oh, my goodness. Where is it? I got to hit the chimes.
I can feel the power. It's a Chaos Emerald. I can feel the power.
Yo, he made sure that balcony be banging. Oh, that wall of green. Oh, my goodness.
I've got news for you. You are mine now. You belong to me.
You're all going to the balcony. Holy crap. Shout out to AK Desensable with the 50 VIP bomb in the house. Woo! We're cooking tonight, man. We're cooking tonight. I don't even know where all my VIP songs are, man. Where are my VIPs? Holy crap. Welcome to the VIP Grindhouse balcony shaking courtesy of AK Desensable. Got you all. Holy shit, man. He almost got the goal in one swoop. Yo, he got us to 175, baby. Holy crap. Woo. Y'all gotta calm down. Yo, Dynamite says thank you. That's what Dynamite says. Hey, thank you so much, AK. Really appreciate it, man. Getting us there. So we go making sure that balcony show will be wild next week. Put me on the nosebleed. You put me on the balcony. You got DDP. Yo, thank you so much, AK. I really appreciate it, man. Shout out to one awesome VIP gifting all those members. We're very generous. Thank you again, man. And we're cooking. He just lit the fires because we're going into the cooking season right here, and we're going right into right here, baby. Heads up, pre-orders are in. So there it is. This went live today at 10 o'clock. At 10 o'clock, man, and Eastern Standard Time. And, we could share our stories. I'll share my story on what I get. Definitely tell me what you got in the chat. Did you get in? Did you hate them? Do we have to do a grind my gears on PlayStation pre-ordering? Well, let me tell you this. If you're not following Wario or whatever on Twitter, you should. Because that man puts the links in there. Let me tell you something. I was waiting in the queue. So here's my story, Grinders. I was waiting in the queue. It was 30 minutes, right? And then I went on Twitter to see, for the links and stuff. And I'm like, he said, Target got it. I went to Target. The Target. That's how they say it in Boston. Target. That was a story there. I was up in Boston. And I'm like, I need toiletries. Where do I go? The guy goes, the Target. I'm like, who? Now I got a New York accent, but he's like, the Target. I'm like, what? I thought he was yelling at me. Anyway, I went to Target. I probably say weird anyway, New Yorker. So, and I got the yellow Wolverine control because that was my thing. I was going in. The adamantium, I'm probably going to regret that I didn't get it. Because I'm sure that silver is going to be shiny, and it's going to look awesome, and it's going to look like metal, and I'm going to kick myself for not getting the silver as well, adamantium. But I didn't get the silver. I did the yellow. I went with the yellow controller, and I got it from Target. So that's why I tweeted it out. Go to Target. You don't have to wait in a PlayStation queue. Pre-order from Target. Now, I will give you the full completion of the story if that does not come through. And then I got to grind my gears about some Target. Enough that I got to chase the guy down with the key. But if they don't give me my pre-order, then we will have a grind my gears, and I'll be out of Wolverine controller, and I'll be angry. I'm a little ticked off of myself for not double dipping and going when I got into the PlayStation Direct to buy another Wolverine controller in case Target screws me. But I didn't. Because I was just like, I can't. It's enough that I'm buying another controller. I just got the blue one I was showing you from the Walmart, the Days to Play. I'm like, that exclusive one, that special one that I did an unboxing here on. So I got it from Target, the yellow one. Pre-ordered. Got the email. Yeah. Then I went into the waiting room, and they had links. So I clicked on the links, and I wanted to go directly right to the plates. So that's the one thing, like, if you follow that Wario, I forget his freaking full name, Wario 3, is this him? That's Insomniac. But he basically had the links directly into the PlayStation Store. I'll take you right into it. So I clicked on the link for the panels. So then I waited 27 minutes. Then it went up to 30 minutes. Then it went back down to 26 minutes. Then 25. Then as soon as it hit like 10:05, my thing went to 7 minutes. Wario 64. Thank you so much, Efrain. Thank you. I knew he had a number after it. But yeah, he had the links directly into the store. So when you click them, and that was the other thing, AK, I was seeing as I was waiting in the queue, the people in the UK were all pissed off. They're like, they're sold out in minutes. Second, like they sold out in the UK. And I'm like, oh shit, there's going to be nothing in there. Because that's the problem with that PlayStation queue. You wait in that thing, and then when you get in there, the store's like picked over. I remember when I tried to get the PlayStation controller, the anniversary one. I was like, oh, let me go in. I'm going to wait. I'm in the queue. I'm all happy. And you're waiting in the queue, and it says, don't refresh it. You're good, and all this other stuff. And I'm waiting in the queue, and then the queue lets me in, and I go in there, and it's the friggin' desert. I mean, there's nothing left. There's like a Herman Holtz underwear is left on clearance. I'm like, what the hell is this? Everything's sold out. I'm like, this sucks. So that's what I thought was going to happen. Oh, the yellow's still available at Best Buy and Direct. Thank you, Sheldon. I might double dip. I don't know if I trust Target. So I got in, and then I had to double check because it took me right to the Pro plates because I had double check, make sure I got the Pro plates. Okay, thank you, Rob. I might have to grab it at Best Buy, just as a double dip. I might grab the yellows at Best Buy, just in case. Do they have the silver at Best Buy, Rob or Sheldon? Do they have the silver? I might try to get. I don't know. I don't know because I could go for the silver one too, the adamantium one. I'll check. I will check. You double dip on the Sheldon, yeah. Thank you, Aaron's here.
Hey, Aaron, where are you?
He like the adamantium ones. You could get them, and you could wrap them around your Switch too, Aaron. So I got the yellow plates, and the silver were available when I got in. I got it. I ordered them. They were $75 for plastic. Yes, I know. I wish I could print them. And then, but they're translucent. Like they have the color on it. I'm like, I want it on my PlayStation Pro. I don't have Pro plates. I had the other ones from the original PlayStation 5. But I didn't buy the plates for the Slims. And we had the, what did I get? I bought like the purple one. I bought the black one for the original PlayStation 5. So I haven't really invested in the Slims. That's all right, Aaron. The yellow is ass. Thank you, Nick. Way to make somebody feel good about their purchase. Man. Nick shitting in my cereal. Oh, man. He said I chose wrong. That's what Nick just said. He's like, the yellows are ass. They're Herman Holtz underwears. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Man.
Like zoinks.
Oh, man. Nick comes in there.
Bass is fucking raw. Shit. Raw.
I got
raw
plates.
chicken. It's raw. It's fucking raw.
Now you really shit in my
raw. Carol. Fucking raw.
No. Nick now says that it looks like the Steelers. Oh, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. No, man, Giants, baby, woo! Giants to be cooking this year. I can't Wolverine. I need Captain America ones. I got you, Nick. I understand. Well, yeah, if it was Eagles colors, if it was Philadelphia Eagles colors, I would not purchase that. That would be Eagles console. I'll do this one, the Wolverine. But what's so cool about these, not only is it the slash in there, but like the drawing of Wolverine is cool. Like I think that was really cool that they added that in on these. Like they could have just done the slash, like how they did with Spider-Man. They just kind of just did the spider web. But the fact that they did the Wolverine, the artwork on it, I think that's really cool on the plates. That's what really pushed me. Not only, and also the translucent cut, like you could actually see the inside of the plates. So like that's why I got these, and I want the Pro plates there. And yeah, I think it looks cool. So I think the way it is like the bottom part is not translucent, but the top part is. And yeah, for the Pro. So yeah, it's gonna look cool as hell. Yeah, I can't wait. And the Wolverine controls fire. So yeah. So that was this. And also, oh, here we go. Whoa. Uh-oh.
I don't know. Like
disc drive, I got, yeah. It comes with the yellow disc drive because I do have a Pro with a disc drive. And if you listen to the Gaming Grindhouse, you know you should order that disc drive as well. Now they're in stock, but when the Pro was coming out, I told everybody to go get those because they may have been problem. There was a problem for like the first 6 months or whatever. The Pro, you couldn't get those disc drives. But boom, it comes with a disc drive piece. So yes, there you go. That's the one I got. So now I have the option to put it on my Pro in the Grindhouse down here for the one with the disc, but that one is kind of in a cabinet. I don't really see it. The one upstairs with the OLED, that's the one where I'm going to display, and that one is all digital. That one don't have a disc drive. So there it is. Maybe, know what I will do, Grinders? Maybe this is what I'll do. I'm going to be dirty. I'm going to be dirty. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use the yellow and put it on the white one down here. I have a white and yellow one. So I'll have like a pot of Wolverine. There we go. Put that plastic to use. So I got it with the disk drive there on that one. Oh, but wait a second. Yeah, hold on. I got that one. But yeah. Well, I might have to put it on that one now. Hold on. I think I made a boo-boo. Grinders, I think I made a boo-boo. Let me ask you a question. And I'm probably, if I wanted the digital version, I probably ordered the wrong one, right? If I ordered this one, it doesn't come with, does it come with both? Does the Pro plates come with the disc one and this, or it's a different SKU? You got to order the disc one and a digital one. I thought it came with both. I'm trying to remember when I got when the hell did I buy them? I forget. I don't know. Do they come with both, or is this a separate one? Because I think I ordered that one. It's the whole kit and caboodle. Is that what it is? All right. Because I think you get both plates. You get the yellow plate, and they give you the extra yellow one for the disk drive. I think it's all one set. We will find out. And if it is the digital, if it is that one, then I will put it on this one down here. If it is all digital, then I will put it up there. And if it's actually, I get the extra plate. Because I remember when I did the white plates. I'm trying to remember. They come with both. Yes, Sheldon. I thought so. Because I remember when I did the white plates, I had an extra one of the plastics. Yes, I do. Where is it? It's on the floor somewhere. It's like over here somewhere, like near the desk. I have like a white panel that's from like when I bought the disk drive thing and stuff like that for the disk drive. It came with one. I don't know. We will find out. But I think they do come with both because I didn't see options for that one, but we will see. But it's both. Thank you. So we got Sheldon accurate saying it does come with both. So I didn't make a boo-boo. So I could do my initial plan and have that. So that's great. Yay! Otherwise, didn't matter. I got the plate. I'll figure out where to use it. But thank you thank you. And I'm really interested to see, the one thing that I think PlayStation would have been really good was if somebody did an unboxing of it to kind of show it. Like they did like a little video of it. But, oh man, those look sharp too. Dude, the adamantium looks cool as hell. Yeah. That's all right. I got the yellow. I went with yellow, so that's what it is. So so Sheldon said, I want the yellow for my second Pro. I got the silver, need to get the yellow. Yeah, it's going to be crazy. You want to know what is crazy? Talking about special editions. I was at GameStop, and they had, well, you want a story? I'll talk about a story at GameStop. It's always a story when I go to GameStop. I went in there, and they had the Spider-Man PlayStation 5 controller that I have right here. $150 used. And I was like, excuse me, GameStop employee. And if you work at GameStop or something, I need answers. Because I didn't like what I heard at GameStop talking about special controllers. I saw they had 2 Spider-Man used PlayStation 5 controllers. $149.99. Used. And then I asked them, I'm like, yo, I got one of those PlayStation 5 Spider-Man controllers. How much is the trade-in? He's like, I don't know, like $40, $50. Like, wait, what? I thought I was going to trade in for like $100. I was like, yo, if I get $100 for that, he said $40, $50. And then I just laughed at him, and I'm like, probably with stick drift too, a broken ass controller. And then and I'm like, and probably like the flat out nunchucks. And I'm like, and you're selling it for $150? You give me $40, $50 for it? And he just like looked like, GameStop. What are we doing here? Guy's like, oh yeah, well it's a special edition controller. I'm like, I know. I'm like, I just got the Wolverine controller. He goes, oh yeah, that's gonna be a special edition too. His eyes lit up. Like he couldn't probably wait for the trade-in to sucker somebody buying a trade-in for a friggin' Wolverine controller. But I'm like, damn. Because I was sitting there going, yo, I'm sitting on a gold mine. That controller is like $100 and something. Like, he's like $40. I'm like, but it's selling for $150. Wild. Wildness. Anyway, there's a GameStop. Yeah, Neil, don't trade him in. Do not give them to GameStop. They will give you $40, $50 and then resell it for $150 used. Go down with the ship. I would rip off the thumbsticks before I give it to those suckers. I will give it to somebody who doesn't even play a PlayStation. I'll say, take this, and when you buy a PlayStation, you will play it. I'll give it to the neighborhood kids. Do not give it to GameStop. That is robbery. I can't believe that. $100 on a used console? On a used controller? The mock-up? Dude, they got some balls over that GameStop. They got some balls. And we shouldn't even call GameStop anymore. They don't do games. It is like, it is goofy. It is just pop. They basically turned GameStop into like friggin' Five Below and a combination of Five Below and Spence's. That's what GameStop has turned into. That it turned into basically a Five Below, a FYE, and a Spence's. That's what it said. It's crazy. Yes, these are available at retail. So I would say if you can't get into PlayStation Direct, go in through go into Target, Best Buy, Walmart, and you could try to grab the controllers. They may still have them there for pre-orders there. Five Below's nasty work. No, dude, that's what they turned into, man. They got all that blind bag shit, and oh man, it is. And they were selling when I went in there. Know what they had, dude? I'll sneeze. A freaking asthma. All the stuffies. This is my GameStop story. All the friggin' stuffies. All the blood. All these little like squishmallows and ass mellows. All this horse shit. All in the front of the store in boxes. I was like, what is this place? They had every friggin' squishmallow. They had all these friggin' stuffies. These friggin' goo goo gaga things. I'm like, what the hell is this shit there? I was sneezing. I was like, the fuck is friggin' dust bunnies. And I'm like, they had a box. Listen, this is why you got to come here. I got to tell you, this is what we do in the VIP. So if you got a VIP thing, man, we go to the balcony. I tell you something. You want grinds my gears and just like my stories, you get some funny ass stories. I'm gonna give you a sneak peek. I went behind the GameStop desk, right? They had it was a controller graveyard, a trade-in controller graveyard. They had a box, a cardboard box, and it was just like PlayStation 5 controllers, Xbox controllers, just like must have been all just thrown in there like and they were just gonna put them in baggies and start selling them for like $70. And that was like probably the intern's job. Like somebody, like the guy was pissed anyway because that was probably his job to do it. This is the backup guy. And it's like, it was a box. It was like the purple controller. There was special edition. It was like a graveyard. A big box. It looked like a garage sale of all controllers. It's crazy. And then what's sad? Again, another story. If you hit that like button, here's another story. The lady next to me, I was asking, are those the controllers that you have up there? I want this purple one. And they're like, yeah, ma'am. These are the controllers that we have. And they had 4 boxes, 4 things on the shelf. I'm like, dude, there is a rainbow connection of friggin' controllers in the box right there. Let the lady pick. And then I want to just buy a K-pop. My daughter wanted a K-pop Demon Hunter toy. I'm like, hey, here's a K-pop Demon Hunter toy. There you go. I wanted to buy it. I had GameStop credit. They asked me 3 times. I see that your pro membership has expired in January. Do you want to renew it? I'm like, no. She's like, yeah, but the kids, and you saved $400 last year. I'm like, yeah, no. She's like, but it's always good for the kids. They want those things. I'm like, no. Hold on. If I had my mixer. No. And then I'll give them, they still don't answer. No. Oh, my God. Just hit the checkout button. And I'm like, well, how much is it? Oh, well, the discount at $24. And you save $1 today. I'm like, $1? You're selling a freaking Spider-Man controller for $150 back there. A 200% markup. Used. Still got the skid marks of somebody wiping their ass with it. And you got balls. It probably smells like shit. $150 used. With flat nipples on the friggin' thumbsticks. All worn out. $150. I save $1? 25. Oh, she's like, oh, and you get the Game Informers. I'm like, nobody reads that shit. The only thing you use the Game Informers for is to wipe your ass when you run out of toilet paper. Game Informers. Who writes anything in Game Informer anymore? Jesus. But anyway, there we go. I will go on and on and on. Stay tuned for the balcony. I got some more retail. I got some retail stories for you. I got some stories when I go shopping. Yo, that's right, Nick. It's crazy. 3 times. I couldn't believe it. I just said, when I said no, I was like, thank you. It was like, oh, no, but it's good for the kid. I'm like, it's not good for the kids. I'm like, yeah, I know. I got the $5 card I got the $5. I'm like, no, I don't want a subscription. I don't want your shit. Get out of here. And when the way they get you, too, when it comes down to GameStop pre-orders, you got to be a pro member in order to get access to stuff. But yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, AI for writing Game Informer. Right. Game Informer. I love when it was the digital copies. Yeah, digital copies. Yeah. I'll give you digital copies. Now, what I'm going to show you the real deal grind is. So, if you don't follow me on X, this is what people have been going crazy about. Here we go, grinders. Here's a little Grindhouse party right here. First off, if you saw my Forrest Gump, a Booty Gump running, I'm running from Xbox. If you saw Booty Gump running from Xbox, that meant you had to go get those controllers. That's what I said. Every time Walmart's bringing us home, and it said PlayStation, buy it from GameStop. Oh, shit. Wario 364, go. I'm running. I said the Booty Gump. And here it is, grinders. Yes. I talked about it on Mooch's show. The print came out beautiful. This is the new home for the Gaming Grindhouse Wolverine controller. Yes. 3D printed from the Gaming Grindhouse. And I also put the my One Piece custom controller that I got from Anime NYC over there. And yes, the Wolverine controller. And I figured, why not? Why not? Craziness. I was this, and Lunchi, shout out to Lunchi, he tweeted at me. I got a retweet. Look at this, grinders. I was like, whoa, wait a second. So where's Lunchi? Lunchi tweeted me here, and then somebody took my tweet. James Stevenson says, haha, this is cool. I might have to beg my 3D printing friends to set this up for me and add to my Zoom backdrop swag display. And I'm like, because I just put a hashtag Wolverine. Dude, I clicked on him. Dude, this is the director of community marketing at Insomniac Games. I was like, oh! I was like, Grindhouse. I said, you just DM me. I'll send it to you. I'll send you one. Dude, Grindhouse is growing, man. Director of Insomniac. We're somebody now, man. He loved my print. He loved the Wolverine controller. I had to order those things, but you know what? I was like, why don't I just do it here? I was like, oh, man. I was like, holy crap. I was like, this is wild. I was like, DM me. I'll send it to you for Insomniac. Put it in your office. Tell him to tune into the Grindhouse. That's right, man. Chad, James Stevenson, man. This is wild. I was like, woo. We made it. We made it. Insomniac cooking. But anyway, I was like, let's show it. Let's do it. So I was like, it's right here. It's right here, grinders. Yes. It's right here. Hold the phone. So I figured, why don't we just show it right here? Boom. Let me put the light on. So yeah, just to show you, because people are asking me about it. So I went with the classic kind of Wolverine colors. Yeah, I went with the classic kind of Wolverine colors on the print. Yeah, it's huge. Pause, Phil. It's huge.
I don't know.
So I
I'd have to
went
go
with the
back and
classic
look at
blue.
the
Like I didn't have the darker blue as a kind of modern one. So I went with like the classic Wolverine one. The brown I had to get the brown, and I had the yellow, and then I did the gray. So what I wanted to do here is I made sure the stone. I didn't want these nodules here to be the silver because this stuff I used the special, and you probably can see it. But this thing, this is crazy here. The way this printed here, this is like smooth as can be here, like these blades. Now I was gonna glue it just for like more security. I'm gonna glue these pieces in because these just sitting here, these spikes. So I want to kind of glue them in so they don't fall out. But yeah, this thing, dude, these blades, it came out so good with the special, silk silver that I used, and they are smooth. There's like a blade here, like you feel this. That is so crazy, and then yeah, it is really, it is a piece, dude. It is a piece. So I'm working on trying to print these out, and I can start selling them. So I will definitely stay tuned to the Grindhouse. But I want to try to, do this. I want to, I'll show you something else. So where's the? Oh, here it is. I just wanted to show how yes, that's right. I'm gonna sign it and send it to them. So I'm printing out one if Insomniac wants to. I'm printing out one for Insomniac if they want one. I'm working because I have to print them. They take a while. So it takes a while. Like it takes about, I would say, about 20 hours to print. So they do take long, like, the red, the blue, like those take long. The blades don't take too long, but it's these things, and it's not super heavy. It has a good fill. I'm going to show you how, and again, this is my bad setup here, but the way the controller sits in there, the controller just sits kind of like right in the hand. Like right in the hand. It just sits in it. So you just put your controller in the hand, and it fits. Yeah. Like kind of sits like that. So the controller just sits right in the hand there. And then I was trying it. Hold on. Let me see. Where's my... For the box. Hold on. Then what I tried is I was like, you know what? Maybe we have some PC and Xbox fans that maybe want a Wolverine. And to feel like they're part of the PlayStation community with the Wolverine stuff, and they like Wolverine. So let's see if one of the Xbox controls fit in it. So I was like, let me see if my Xbox control fits in it, and it does, but it doesn't sit as it sits. It doesn't too bad. Wolverine's rejecting the box. Oh man, Wolverine's like, get this trash. Oh, the Wolverine control. Oh man, the hand. No, it does not want to hold the Xbox controller. It says, get those AA batteries out of my hand. Oh, man. Asha!
How about those exclusives?
Let's see if it holds it. Oh, it's holding it. But this just fits so nice. This just fits nice. Oh, there it is. Give them greatness. Give them greatness! Yeah, Wolverine didn't want to hold it. That's right, Silverwolf. Wolverine's like, no! Get that trash out of my thing. The other thing, I want to show you with this print. Yeah, see, I want the glue. So there you go. So this is how it sits, and it's pretty damn sturdy. See? Well, you shake it. It doesn't lock in, but another cool thing is right here. So on the back, you'll see there's a plug. There's a wire here. So what you're supposed to do, and again, this is like for maybe if people don't have a charger or something. Let's see if I could use this. And these are the kind of things that I show when I do the VIP shows. Like I turn on the camera. We do I show you some cool prints and stuff like that I printed. Like, a hint. Here's my Venom. Woo. Venom. I painted him. The Venom. Anyway, but yeah, you see more of that stuff. But yeah, so like basically what it has, he's made it the battery's messing it all up. That's right, Josh. So the wire gets routed back here. So the wire goes back here. So this holds your wire. If you could get it in there. I don't know if it holds this one. But yeah, it holds this. There we go. Yeah, so it holds this wire. And then basically you put your controller in here. And the wire goes around. And of course I did the wrong one. Here you go. And then, yeah. So, like, it has a wire holder so the wire doesn't go around. Let me put the wire in between. And sorry for my bad camera angle. But yeah, you plug in the controller that way. So you can, like, have it charging. And it has the wire hold. Like, it holds the kind of the wire so the wire don't get lost. So it holds the wire and gets wired through. I think, is there another part of the wire? Yeah, it's something like that. But yeah, see the wire kind of goes through, so you can kind of charge. It charges. You could charge your controller if you had this plugged into, a brick or something like that. You could just, if you charge your controller that way, you don't have a dock. So it holds the wire through here. I think that's that's the one. Yeah. So yeah, it's pretty cool. But yeah, I definitely am excited the way it turned out, and it is a piece, and I'm working on trying to start making these. People are inquiring about them, so like I was thinking about see if I could get them to start printing them and get a routine here with the filament and stuff. But some people are asking and reaching out, so stay tuned. I think I'm gonna create a form and stuff, but I'm looking at maybe doing around like $35. $40 of shipping or something like that. But it really is cool. Because I gotta see if I get how long it takes. Because it does take a while. Like, because I did it like, I can only do like one a day. So, but people have been asking. But yeah, in the chat, just put in interested and hit me up. If you follow me on X, hit me up and I could, we could talk about it on there. But I just wanted to show it. Bam! But yeah, it is. That's freaking awesome. It is so cool. I love it. It's such a good, the way it turned out is so cool. And you could do like all different things to it too. So like you could like basically do you could like basically do like a different color blue, the kind of a darker yellow, things like that. So Monte says, what about no disc no buy PlayStation stuff? Listen. Nah. I'm not doing the no disc, no buy. We talked enough about it. Hey, if you want to not buy, then don't buy. But I'm buying. I'm playing some damn games. That's what I'm doing. But hopefully, like that, hit that like button. But yeah, it was crazy. I tweeted out. And if you hear from that tweet, welcome to the Gaming Grindhouse. I said, with this, but I can't wait to put the Wolverine controller in that thing and cook with that one. So yeah, really cool. And hit me up. I'll give you some more details about it. And then yeah, we'll go from there on that one. No disc, yes, buy. Play those damn games. That's right. I gotta play those damn games. Let me turn this down. So I know, right? I know. That's the thing, Nick. Like, yeah, I gotta say, because it does. I'm printing the two of them now. So I'm trying to see how long it takes and things like that. But yeah, I'm thinking around because for this, I just want to like try to get them out. So like, like for domestic, like US and stuff, probably do like $35. I could send them out, try to see how shipping is and stuff like that. But I want to try to get it out to the community, the Gaming Grindhouse. And people have been asking me like crazy, like, what are you going to do it? So I'm just making sure I get all the, the license and everything to get it and stuff like that. But stay tuned to it. So definitely. And then I'm thinking about, I could do international if you want those. I'll see. But again, it's a whole thing. But it kind of blew up because I was like, this is what I wanted to sell. And everybody's like, wait, I want one. I was like, okay. Let me get the colors and make sure it comes out and all that other stuff. So working on it. But Grindhouse digital prints, man, I love them. And yeah, but you got to make sure you do everything right. I want to make it do, because you know what it is here. It's quality. I'm all about quality. You can get a quality product. Get a quality Gaming Grindhouse podcast with quality music and quality entertainment. I want to make sure what I deliver is quality as well. If you do some Grindhouse prints and do it the right way, not going to be no scams or no wild ways. I want to do it the right way and make sure it's quality. Because there you go. Because that's what you guys come here for. Quality. Now, we used to say one person was about quality. Our good friend, Herman Holtz. Splits galore. We have the meme for him. Herman Van Dam. But man, oh man. Grinders, I got some bad news. But actually, my sources were right. That Horizon Hunters, or we called it here Herman Hunters, was not oozing machismo. It was oozing something else. And it stank. I did not like Horizon Herman Hunters from the day I saw it. And I know there's people out there saying don't hate on the game until you play it. And I agree. So I'm not hating on the game until I play it. But I did not like what I saw. And I remember when they even showed it at that state of play where they had the dude in front and the game was in the back. Coming from Xbox camp, you know that's a warning sign. When I see that, when I see somebody standing in front of a game and they're talking about it and the game is right behind them, this in the gaming grindhouse, you know what happens here? I'm going to show you what happens here. What happened with the gaming? Where's my thing? When I see a person standing in front and the gameplay is in the background and they're talking about the game, this is what happens. There you go. They did it with Starfield. They did it with all the Xbox games, or Fable, when they first showed it. If the game is in the background and I got a dev talking to me in the front, we're in trouble. We are in trouble. Because that means that the gameplay and the game looks like ass, and I'm going to have to take your word for it. And I just see people in the background playing the game, just like, move out of the way, sir. Just show the game. The game will show for itself. And when they showed this game, Herman Hunters, like that, we were in trouble. And as I stated before, again, there were people that came after the Grindhouse because I have a very strong opinion about things. Hot takes. I'm not always right. I don't say that I'm right. I'm not the source. I'm not bootleg Jez. I'm the gaming Grindhouse Jez, the real Jez. And I did not like the way this looked. And my thing is, I love Horizon. I love the graphics, the game. I like the game. I like it a lot. I love that it just melts my eyeballs. But when I saw this, it clouded my eyeballs. I'm like, this is not what we wanted with a Horizon. We wanted like a Monster Hunter, like just put co-op in Horizon. Take Horizon 2, make a Horizon expansion, and just throw some 2-3 people in it, and we have a good time. Monster Hunter style. And have big mammoths and all that other stuff, boss fights, and wonderful. And we're done. That's all we need to do. But they went the Saturday morning cartoon route. And I don't see that when we see Horizon. Horizon is like this graphical, impressive thing, and not what Herman Hunter-Gatherers is. So the news comes from Jason Bloomberg, Mothman himself, saying that the game was announced in February to tepid reception screenshot. Now, some people have played the beta, and people have been saying that the beta is not too good. It's all right, but they got some harsh feedback from the betas, which caused them to now, quote, reboot the game. So, representative from PlayStation to decline a comment. Last few years, PlayStation has poured resources into so-called live service games. Here we go again. Alba, shout out to them. These games can be highly lucrative, blah, blah, blah. Herman Hunters, or Hunter-Gatherers, pivoted is the latest example of this live service chase that has not yielded good results. Guerrilla found its significant commercial success in Horizon Zero Dawn, but now we have Horizon Herman Hunters, or Hunter-Gatherers, as a departure from their titles with odd gameplay and art style. A tiny team has been plotting out the next single-player Horizon game that remains a few years away. But what he said was, and here he is, after his wonderful ad, Jason Schreier said that they're rebooting the game. Let's see what he say
here. I really see if it actually ever gets off the ground or if it is quietly canceled. This happened because of negative playtest feedback. The game had been getting playtests throughout this year. There was one, I believe, in February, another one in May, and in June, they looked at the scores and they said, this isn't working. We need to figure things out. And this week they had a big meeting where they talked about what is happening and reassigned some people and are kind of scrambling as they figure out what happens next. And this is just the latest example of a PlayStation studio failing to come up with a live service game, in large part because PlayStation has spent the last few years trying to fit their single player focused studios into multiplayer games to very little success. So let's start from the beginning, and I'm going to tell you the story of PlayStation's failed live service initiative.
No, we don't. You can just hear it from me. So that's what's going on with Herman Hunters. They are now rebooting it or taking people off the team to try to change the thing. So here it is. PlayStation rebooting Hunt the Gatherers after negative playtest feedback. New plan is smaller scope, more traditional co-op multiplayer, no more live service. Many devs are moving to another project. So basically, they're going to make this thing like a $30, a $40, probably like the God of War prequel art style thing. Remember that God of War thing that we played? That side-scrolling God of War? I bet you that's where this is going. This is going into like the $40 bin. That God of War was too much at $40. This is gonna be going like $40 multiplayer again bin, and this is going into the $30, and it's just gonna be a multiplayer game that maybe they just cancel, or they do, or they throw it in PlayStation Plus. That's probably where. Hey, you know what? I just gave myself the idea. They're gonna just put it in PlayStation Plus. They'll just throw it in PlayStation Plus, and they'll move on to something else. But this whole live service venture from PlayStation has been the black eye to their whole this generation. This because one thing I wanted to point out with this live service stuff is not only was the live service a kind of definitely a failure, because the only success they had was Helldivers 2, which is, it's not what they were trying to do. They were trying to take God of War. They were trying to take Spider-Man. They were trying to take Last of Us. They were trying to take their franchises and turn them into multiplayer service games. And it failed on all accords. They can't do it. And because the people don't want it. You only have one way to you only have one time to make a first impression, right? If I present to you The Last of Us and that's the style of the game, if I present to you Horizon and that's the style of the game, it is going to be a hard sell for me to show the cartoon version or show you a multiplayer version of something that traditionally was not presented as multiplayer. It's going to feel like an offshoot. It's going to feel like secondhand. It's going to feel like something dirty, something not right. And it has to be even better than the original in order to get the buy-in of why something is that. But this whole live service thing not only yielded a problem in them doing multiplayer stuff with live service things, but also their PC venture. This kind of live service PC venture thing kind of went hand in hand, if you remember. They kind of were going hand in hand with like, our live service games will be on PlayStation and PC day one. They'll bring in all this new audience, and we'll have this big multiplayer thing and all this horse shit. Never amounted to anything. And I think what hurt and what extended this was the fact that Helldivers 2 did so well. They were like, "Oh man, this is we're cooking." You know what I mean? It made them feel immune. Like, yo, we could do no wrong. The PlayStation hubris. Remember, because if you remember, Helldivers 2 was kind of like their first event, like their first PC play, and they had some the signing in and things like that were issues with the PC world and crying about my login information and shit. So they ran into some pushback there, but the game blew up, and it kind of made them go, "Oh, we got something." And then they probably went to see, and they just like, dude, and Concord gave them a full awakening. I was like, "Oh, we don't." They'll just see then, and then Concord kind of put them in check. And then more and more games, ports and things like that, bad ports of games to PC, live service games that just did not work. And look at the results of Marathon. For the amount of Bungie that they got, and they've been writing off Bungie for like it was a shit show for the last 5 years, or 3 years. They've been writing off Bungie as a lost asset. So what is the problem? Why can't they do it? And this, I really, I don't understand. And I went off. I remember I did a podcast when they showed this thing, and I went pause hard, but I went off on the fact that this got greenlit. And again, the one game, and listen, I never really was a factions player. I did not get into The Last of Us multiplayer. I did not do it. I did not play it religiously. I did not do that. So I'm not going to cap and say that would be the winning thing. But my God, if they had something in that world that was kind of like and done well, that would have been the bee's knees of what it is. And they owed it to us because we were supposed to get it in Last of Us Part 2. So the fact that did not get this got greenlit. And again, Drep says they announced something with no confidence. Like the way this was announced, this way this was shown, it looked bad. Like, let's what is it? Look at this. They had like one enemy on screen. Hunter gatherers, Herman hunters. Well, I call it the Herman hunters. This was wait, I don't want the cinematic trail. I want the gameplay. Like, yeah. And somebody have said they're trying to get into the beta. Hit that like button, Grinders, while you're there. Hit that like button. Yeah, this is the official trailer. When was it shown? 6 months ago. No. Herman Hunters. And even that. Look at this. Game engine footage. Not all images may appear in front of the game. This is game engine? Herman Hunters. The music is weird. What are they doing here? This is the corniest shit ever. It seems so generic. The music.
Work together, win together.
Standing there taking a shit or eating raisin man. They're just like beating their shit out of him. Yeah, no, Herman Hunters. No thanks, Herman Hunters. Yeah, no thanks, Herman Hunters. Dude, that is atrocious. That is atrocious. Oh my God. It's so loud. Oh shit, I'm sorry. Springfield, I'm sorry. That is atrocious. Somebody, Feet on Land said they ready to play Redfall. Wishless, no. D-wish. Wish it to go away. Herman Hunters. That is horrible. I am sorry. I understand you play the game. You like the. That is trash. That is. You could tell. You could tell they don't know what the hell they're doing. You could tell that they are unsure what this is. Because that's some generic ass music. There's no voice. Dude. Horizon was all narrative driven. Ayla's not even in there. Who are these people? Who are these people? This is the cinematic trailer. I won't make it so loud. This is cinematic.
From the ashes of the old world came.
They might have wanted to make a Netflix movie.
For ages, they were the guardians.
I remember somebody, what was it, like a Chinese studio, someone tried to do this and they sued them because it looked like Horizon and because they knew this crap was coming. Or
of the natural world. And they turned against us. Now, they're getting deadlier. By the day.
Look, they try to bring in
the land.
the other
People are
characters.
dying.
What's crazy is that it kind of has this is the cinematic trailer. This kind of looks almost a little bit like Time Splitters too.
That's why our leader gave me this command.
Fortnite.
We have to fight back. And to do that, we need a team. Soldiers who always hold the line.
Hold the line, no!
And mercenaries
What the hell?
who may have crossed it now and then.
Why is that lady sprinting? Oh my god.
Infiltrators who hide in the dark. And champions
Yeah, it got the ultimate downgrades.
who shine
Herman
in
Hunter.
the light.
No comments.
Upstarts.
Dude, enough of this cartoon horse shit. Because it went from there to this. It went from there to this goofy ass shit. Oh man, Herman Hunters. Yeah, anyway. It's getting rebooted. The betas were not good. From what they got from the feedback. And yeah. And then see there you got your stuff there. Now it's just gonna be a small but the enemy, yeah. I just don't get it, man. I just don't understand. And this is what I was trying to get to, right? One of the things is this live service stuff, though, and then you look at Marvel Token, and then you even look at the number of players on PC for Marvel Token. What's up, Soldier? How you doing, man? Even look at the Marvel Token PC players. It's not blowing up like Helldivers did at all. And Marvel Token's absolutely incredible. I really think either Hitoki, Jim Ryan, Herman Holtz, all the management that was there really just misread the room. And they are so lucky that they still have Insomniac that kept the lights on. They are lucky that they had Astrobot to save them out of that stuff. Because I seriously think Insomniac saved the hell out of PlayStation. And Horizon, Guerrilla cooked with Horizon. And they're lucky that they had those gems. Because this whole Concord live service PC push has bit them in the ass too many times. And I've said this before. They need to neuter the whole friggin' thing. Do what you do best. Make the best games that demonstrate your hardware. And make it only on PlayStation and call it a friggin' day. Get your shit off of PC. Get your shit out of online. Especially when you make the console players pay for a friggin' service. And then you want to put the same game on PC. And they don't pay for a service. I don't know whoever thought that was a fucking good idea, but that shit needs to go like yesterday. So I do not understand the logic. Well, we'll just do a multiplayer game and our console suckers will pay the friggin' PlayStation price to play online, and then the PC guys will either just do it for free. And it's like, they need to neuter this shit right now. You already said no more Wolverines and all this first party to keep it on PlayStation and do what you do best. And I went on a Grindhouse rant about a couple of shows ago where I said both Xbox and PlayStation's problem this generation was jerking around in different neighborhoods. And Xbox still does it, but I understand why Xbox continues because Windows is them. So their investment in PC makes sense because they are moving over there and that is part of their business. But for PlayStation, you don't own an operating system. You don't even make goddamn VAIO computers. You have no piece of that pie at all. You are just trying to sell your digital product, that your identity, on somebody else's store. You're a dumbass. It doesn't work. You get shit ports for popular games. And I said this before. You have these incredible games, these games that are on they're on the Mount Rushmore of PlayStation. And then you give them a bad PC port and it's sitting next to a 45. This game sucks. Marvel Token's a perfect example. Absolutely perfect on PlayStation. Runs like shit and ass on Steam. Sitting next to like a 55 in user reviews because of PlayStation logins, bad optimization, bad DRM, all horse shit that you didn't need to deal with. You know, you fix that, you don't put it on PC, you dumbass. And not to say exclusives and nanny boo-boo, but obviously, technically, perception, it's not doing any benefits to them at all. A bad port makes them look like shit. Oh, this is the game that everybody's going crazy about, Last of Us? It looks like ass. It's not running like stuff. Give it a 45, user review. Who does that help? Does that make you seem like you got a premier product? No, it doesn't. So I don't know who this whole trying to poke into the neighbor's woods has screwed all of them. They should have just stuck with what they know best and stop worrying about the mobile stores. Stop worrying about PCs. Stop being a bitch. You make a first-party product, you make first-party content for that product, and that's a wrap. That first-party content doesn't go elsewhere because you are making hardware. You want to go make that first-party content elsewhere and turn third-party? Then shut PlayStation down. And just go put your software where everybody plays, and everybody plays, we all win, right, Phil? But you cannot be doing both sides. You can't be doing trash-ass service games. Nobody wants to play this. This is going to get canceled. This is going to get canceled right now. It'll get canceled. This game, Hunt the Gatherers, is gone. Herman Hunters is gone. It's done. This game is done. They're pulling people off the project. The game, nobody likes it. It's a wash. We will find out probably in November or December that this game is done. Canceled. Add it to the list of the other canceled service games. But I'm not saying all the service games are bad, because I love the Marvel. I love Helldivers, too. I was playing it again. I love Marvel. So it's not to say that they can't make great games, but they went too hard, too fast. They did.
I don't know. Like,
they
I'd
should
have
have
to go back
dabbled and
look at
dibbled and
the-
dabbled and
it's-
see what games and properly curate the service games. They even went out and bought stupid-ass studios. Fair Games. They brought Fair Games with that. Nobody wants that either. I'm telling you right now, cancel that shit too. Jade Raymond, you hired Jade Raymond, she left. Nobody making that game. I don't care what you call it. Breakout, Fair Games, ass. Don't even deal with it. This game, neuter it. Done. Throw it in PlayStation Plus on a Thursday afternoon. Put it on PlayStation Plus on a Friday afternoon, saying play it this weekend, hip hip hooray, for free. Because that's what this thing is. And just move on. Stop dealing with this shit. It's not helping you. You already realize the PC venture does not help you. It makes you look like a fool. It puts bad black eyes on your quality games. Make it run optimized on PlayStation and call it a day. And if you don't like that business model, if the console's not doing it for you, then guess what? There's the door, PlayStation and Sony. Get the hell out. You're done. That's it. If the business that you built is not building anymore, then you're done. Just give it to Nintendo and let Nintendo go. And that's it. If this console, because I'm sick of this bullshit. If the business that you brought us up on is not paying off anymore because of phones and all this other shit, then do something else. Just put your games everywhere and call it a day. But I just don't get this Who thought that people want this? And that's the final line that I'll give here in my final rant. And shout out to Michael Meridian with the 5 VIPs. Before I do my last point, I got to shout out to Michael Meridian, sending 5 more people to the balcony. Thank you so much. Welcome, Roadrunner Aaron, the Awful Official Tribe, Spick and Span. Before I give my final thoughts on this rant about Herman Hunters. What the hell's going on here? Holy crap. Bringing us to 180, baby. Let's go. Thank you so much. Fair games. I don't even know, man. And then on top of that, you got studios like Media Molecule that just went getting ghost. Ghost Herman. Oh, what? He's here. He's here. What? Wait, I'm getting reports. Before I give my final thoughts. Wait, what? What? He's here. He's in the gaming grindhouse. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Herman Holtz is here.
Hello. This is Herman Holtz. I'm going to take over the show right now. What is this? Yes. This is my Herman Hunters. Aloys.
But Herman, where is Aloy in this game?
She's a secret character. But I love my Aloy. I wanted this vision of a blue Aloy, and red hair, and purple Aloys, and yellow hair, and bronze, oh yes, and then red, and blue, and green hair, purple Aloys. All the Aloys running around in Herman Hunters. And they be jumping around and dancing, and I love my Aloys with beautiful animations, equality. I don't know what this is, but I wanted Aloys when I told them. I wanted Aloy. I wanted a purple Aloy. I wanted everybody to be Aloy.
But Herman, this looks like shit.
This is bad shit. That's right. I was on my yacht too long. I was drinking mojitos. But I was talking about our tentpole titles. And this does not look like a tentpole title. But when I went to Guerrilla Studios, I told them, I was like, I want all the Aloys. My nipples. Oh, yeah, my nipples. I wanted Aloy, purple hair and yellow hair Aloy, and running around Aloys. I love my Aloys. I got my Aloy blow-up doll on the Herman yacht. I spent too much time with my Aloy.
Herman, this looks like ass. This is not what people wanted. Get back to work. And why are you in a turtleneck?
Yes. All my buttons are buttoned up real tight now. They're very high. There's no more 3 buttons undone. I'm fully shaved. I have no more chest hairs and machismo. I'm bald as a little schoolboy. And I just have turtlenecks now in my wardrobes. The quality of the studios has been a demise. The service games that Jim Gordon Ramsay Ryan told me when it was fucking raw. I should have listened to him. But then I thought I was going to win. I was going to be the CEO. I was going to be the leader. But then Nishino came in and he showed his PlayStation hardware and I couldn't compete. And then they said, Herman, you do not win anymore. Nishino is the boss. You number 2. And I was like, shit. And then I tore up all my 3 buttons shirts and I went to go buy turtlenecks from the Gap. Yes, Old Navy and the Gap now. And then my yacht. The motor doesn't even work anymore. I have to paddle it. This is horrible news.
Well, Herman, there's some questions in the chat for you. You mind answering them? I know your yacht has to wait, but Herman, this is horrible news. I'm really pissed off that you're wearing turtlenecks now and you are shaved to the bone and you are not quality anymore. What is going on, Herman? The Grindhouse has questions. Mr. Tennis asked a question right here. He says, Herman, when the hell are we going to get some damn quality splits?
Mr. Tennis, let me tell you something. Yes, I was doing quality splits early on in the PlayStation 5 generation. But I pulled my groin. when I was trying to dock my yacht, and me and Herman and me and Jim Ryan were playing on the yacht, and I hurt my groin, and I could not do any more splits. So I'm sorry, the quality is not there anymore. And then I gave out that bullshit with the tentpole titles. It's just not there. But Nashino, that guy took my job, and now I'm just here with turtlenecks.
Herman, you know they want you to go. They think that you belong in the same pit as Phil Spencer.
Holy shit, really?
Yes, Herman. They think that you belong with Matt Booty and Phil Spencer. I would never thought that we would hear those words, but Herman Holtz, you belong with Matt Gump Booty.
Holy shit.
Yes, that's what they're saying.
Yes, this is true. I do smell like shit like that Matt Booty. But I promise you I will try to give you quality games. I'm going to stretch out my hamstrings and try to do a split. Once more time. I'm going to try to cut my turtlenecks and make my chest hair grow back. And ooze that machismo that you say here in the Grindhouse. And try to bring the quality. I just wanted Aloy. I love Aloy. But Aloy has proven not to be the winner. And nobody likes Aloy except me. So, I'm sorry, PlayStation fans, for your tentpole titles, but this is some shit right here. But I will go stretch and try to make that split happen once more time before our PlayStation 6. And that fucking Deshino, he delivers that hardware. He poking that shit around. He took my job, but I'm going to win it back. You got my promise here, Grindhouse. The quality splits will be back. I'll be back to standing on my heads and taking off my shirt and growing the chest hairs back and ripping off these turtlenecks. But to now, these are shit games and I'm a shit boss. So I'm sorry, but Herman is gone. But I'll be back one more day and I'll give you that split.
All right, Herman, thank you very much. And ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Herman Holtz. There he is, the one and only Herman Holtz. He said he'll be back, and he's going to stretch out those hamstrings and be back. All right, Herman. Yeah, very sad. Very sad. I'm going to have to delete those songs about Herman and quality splits. I'm going to have to change. I'm going to have to do a brand change, Herman. We have to take down emoji. It's done. But thank you again, Herman Holtz, coming off the yacht that he had to paddle himself because the engine's broke. We got some breaking news here. So that is breaking news here at the Gaming Grindhouse. I just want to let you know that, yes, he said he'll be back. Bahamut, he said he'll be back. He used to be standing on his head. Yeah. But the Herman Holtz apologizing for this horrible game. And there we go. Thank you, Mr. Herman, for coming on through. Gaming Grindhouse is growing. Hit that like button. Herman Holtz is here. You heard it here first. Exclusive Gaming Grindhouse interview. Nobody gets him. There you go. Herman there. He's going to physical therapy right now. Get him to physical therapy right now. Herman Hunters. There he goes. Get that Herman over there. Oh, man. But anyway, grinders. Let's go now to the Elder Scrolls. We went from one boss to another one. Yeah, thanks Nishino-san for Wolverine plates. That's right, Jay Rain. Thank you. So, we got one lady who just can't keep quiet, and that is the one and only, the Ashinator. Somebody got to go tell her a demo is not an exclusive single-player campaign mission. All right, Asha. Whoever your publicist is needs to tell them that a new exclusive single-player campaign mission for Call of Duty is called a demo. All right, Asha. All right. Asha learning. You learning. You learning.
How about those exclusives?
And then there it is, grinders. Asha went to Todd Glorious Howard, as we know him, Richard Simmons. He is known as Richard Simmons on the Gaming Grindhouse. Richard Simmons, Todd Howard. Richard Simmons haircut since 1980. And she had a live playthrough of Elder Scrolls, whatever the name is, this morning. The scale and grandeur are incredible. The story is greater. So we all know what he did. He sat down Asha, and he said, Asha, see those mountains? You could go there if you want to. And Asha says, how? And then Todd Howard goes, it just works. And there you go. And then she goes and tweets. There you go.
Xbox's hands of OSS first development. My name is Matt Booty. Here is your coffee order. 2 creams, 1 sugar.
Yep. There you go. That was the interview. And Asha says, oh, wow. It's incredible. He's like, yeah, you go to those mountains if you want, and it just works. And Asha was mesmerized. We've learned this before, Grinders. We've learned when executives say they're playing something. Phil Spencer was playing something with Drew Murray and Phil Spencer are gone before that game never came out. Good job. And, yeah, so we're sitting here now, and basically Asha is saying that she tried Elder Scrolls. Now, of course, the internet went wild because Asha talked about Elder Scrolls, and you know that she went in there and told Mr. Todd Howard that this game has to come out soon, and it's not going to be 20,000 years before it comes out. And oh yeah, he's gone. And now the word is like, you know, is it exclusive? Is it not? We're back to Starfield camp again. We're back to Starfield again. No, she witnessed a live playthrough. She didn't play it. It's the same demo Phil sped. Exactly, Rob. It's the same thing that Phil did. But what I thought was interesting was like, we go to this. What is this one? Elder Scrolls 6 interview. And just about 5 months ago, Todd Howard did an interview. There he is, Richard Simmons, sweating to the oldies. This is what he had to say about Elder Scrolls. All right? This is what Todd Howard had to say about Elder Scrolls. Here it is. 6 months ago. Was it 6 months ago? 5 months ago. Gamescom.
Be careful what I say about Elder Scrolls 6 too, because I think everybody wants to know. And
it was GDC. There we go.
We want to find a time, obviously, that we'll talk about that in depth. But the one thing I'd say is really the tech. You know, as we're going to Creation Engine 3, again, the team has done a really incredible job at like not just pushing what it is, but how it's integrated into our development cycle. So you don't feel that what we're doing on a day-to-day basis, like the game goes down. So we're in a fortunate position where that's a game where, you know, the builds are really consistently working every day.
It just works. Listen to Richard Simmons.
Not every day, but more days than we've ever had where...
Oh, he had to correct himself. Sweating to the oldies, Richard Simmons. He had to correct himself. Not every day. It broke most of the time. It broke most of the time, he said. Let's hear him again.
That what we're doing on a day-to-day basis, like the game goes down. So we're in a fortunate position where that's a game where, you know, the builds are really consistently working every day. Not every day, but more days than we've ever had where the build is good, new stuff is in it, we can play it. And when you're making those kind of technical changes we talked about, often you're pulling the rug out from the team we're making content. Be like, okay, that doesn't work for this period of time. You have to wait till we get that working again. And we've done a really good job of managing that on this. And Starfield, we struggled there for a number of years in terms of when we went through the engine change.
Oh, did you
Massive
now?
update for Starfield. I imagine there's still more.
Oh, did you right? Who's that? Oh.
Not every day, but more days than we've ever
Wait,
had.
what was
where
that?
the build
Picture
is good,
yourself
and he's done
again.
a really incredible job at like not just pushing what it is, but how it's integrated into our development cycle. So you don't feel that what we're doing on a day-to-day basis, like the game goes down. So we're in a fortunate position where
Grandma haircut.
that's a game where, you know, the builds are really consistently working every day. Not every day, but more days than we've ever had, where the build is good, new stuff is in it, we can play it. And when you're making those kind of technical changes we talked about, often you're pulling the rug out from the team we're making content. Be like, okay, that doesn't work for this period of time. You have to wait till we get that working again. And we've done a really good job of managing that on this. And Starfield, we struggled there for a number of years in terms of when we went through the engine change.
Yeah. Massive up.
So they're doing an engine change again, right? With 3? So listen. Elder Scrolls. I like Elder Scrolls. I like Elder Scrolls more than Fallout. But let me tell you something. This guy with Fallout 76, with Starfield, I feel has had a fall from grace. He's not God Howard anymore. He's Richard Simmons. Because I think Fallout 76 was a disaster. They just kept it going and forced it down people's throats and tried to fix it and just kept it going and just like a housefly that wouldn't go away and turned it around, I guess. But Starfield was an egg on their face and a shit in their pants. Like, Starfield was a disaster. It was an absolute disaster. The DLC was a disaster. The launch of the game was a disaster. The exclusivity did nothing. And the hype for a new IP, a Skyrim in space, fell out of space like a friggin' asteroid. So I don't think Elder Scrolls is going to bring him back. Because when he released Skyrim, it was like hotness. When they released Oblivion, it was hotness. Fallout 3, hotness. They were cooking. This man has not been cooking at all. And he did not fix Starfield. That's where you know maybe there was development issues. Maybe there was something wrong with the the migration from being an Xbox studio and something like that. And they took Starfield and they fixed it with the DLC like they did with Fallout 4 and things like that. And they did not fix Starfield at all. And they still try to tease that content is coming. Nobody cares. You have not course-corrected Starfield. So my fate and what you're going to do with Elder Scrolls and how you're talking about it works most of the time and a new engine 3.1. Yeah, no. That is a recipe for Richard Simmons, egg on their face. And the fact that you even have the balls to announce that Fallout 4 is in development and all this Fallout stuff. Listen, Asha got their balls to the ground right now.
Have an exciting life now.
Because
Breakfast
she
to go.
wants
You're
to
gonna love
milk.
my nuts. Watch this.
She is going to rush out Elder Scrolls. She's already run. This man didn't want to say word. He spoke 30 seconds about Elder Scrolls. Just 5 months later, they got Asha going, it's epic. What? She is going to force out Elder Scrolls because she don't care. She's looking at the numbers, Asha. Asha looking at the numbers. Asha gonna be like, yo, yeah, we need a tentpole title. We need a big title for the holidays. We need something. Get that Elder Scrolls out. Either Elder Scrolls comes out end of next year or it's coming out early in 2028. We need something. She's going to force that stuff out. She's not going to let him polish it and stuff, give him all the time he took, like how much time he took with Starfield. They even delayed Starfield. What's up, RPG88? Raw Scrolls. It's raw, man. I'm telling you. She is going to rush out this game because she wants this out there. She wants money. There's no way. He told them, listen, The fact that she tweeted this out and Todd Howard has been so reserved in trying to talk specifically about anything Elder Scrolls, just kind of mentioning it in a passing in the wind. The fact that she put this out there on her account, and it didn't come from Bethesda, it came from Asha. And when she went there was the big rat. Asha got the big rat when she went there. Exactly. That's exactly what you're doing. There was a big rat of all the people that they laid off and stuff like that, and they put flags in the ground for all the people that she laid off. Weekend at Bernie's. Dude, all these people mocking him. And him going, like, I don't want to announce anything too soon. And then Asha comes out and says a tweet about it, hyping up the game like it's coming out early next year. Meanwhile, they got Fable. Yeah, where's the hype for Fable? Yeah, right. Exactly. Don't see, this is where they don't know. You have Fable, an open world fantasy game that's coming out early next year, supposedly. I bet you it gets delayed. In a crowded February now. All eyes should be that's your next big RPG. You should not be teasing another open world fantasy game from somebody in your own studios. This is the same self-sabotage because all this does is just glazes over Fable. You should be promoting Fable as that's the game that's supposedly coming out in February, Asha. You should be saying, I watched Fable, it looks incredible. From Playground Games. That's what you should be doing, not glazing up Todd Howard. Todd Howard still has to fix Starfield. But nope, let's hype up another open world RPG. And actually, this one has more recognition than Fable. Fable who? And this is them, once again, not understanding marketing, not understanding they're tripping over themselves. Same thing with Gears and Call of Duty, right back to back. This is because Asha doesn't know. Todd Howard's been reserved on Elder Scrolls. But you just opened up Pandora's box by talking about it, that you watched it, and it's in grandeur, it's incredible, like it is happening soon. And I think she's going in there, and she's going to make it happen soon. And this game's going to come out rushed, incomplete, and is going to be, we'll fix it later. And that's why, because Asha doesn't know nothing about gaming. Because she just went out there, and not from Todd Howard. We had Asha here, she played the game. No. She sent it out. I saw it. And look at the hype for it. 47,000, like, dude. And I find it so interesting that she's the one that is like basically their PR person. Don't you think that's pretty funny? Like, new updates, partnerships, games, all goes through her team or her account. There's not a community, and then all the community managers like Stein and Greenberg, like, all piggyback off of Asha. It's so weird. It's like, how are you the community manager or the Xbox communicator? Like, I even see that guy, John, whatever his name is. You're the Xbox communications person. I don't see one friggin' communication. Instead, it comes from her, and all of them just, like, pat her on the back. Oh, yeah. There's fire. She's cooking. It's the weirdest thing. It's like, it all goes through her. She's like, I want to be the news. It is whack. Everything. It all goes through her. Is this a news account or is this the CEO president of Xbox? What the fuck? This is a president, a CEO account. This is a major high-level boss that reports to Satya. She's basically like an Xbox post, a Wyatt post. She's more PR and just like a new exclusive single-player campaign mission for Call of Duty beta. What? You mean a demo? An early access demo, Asha? A new exclusive single-player campaign mission for Call of Duty beta. Well, let's see if Asha really does care about the console. Because I want to talk about this thing right here. Look at this. Yet again, Asha. Modern Warfare changes to update. Look at this. Xbox requires restarts when the game updates. PlayStation 5, data patches won't require a restart in most situations. Switch 2 will require restarts. PC, data patches won't require restarts. So why does the PlayStation and PC have a better delivery of updates in Call of Duty, your game, than your own system? So Xbox has to restart every time it gets an update for Call of Duty. Meanwhile, PlayStation and PC don't. But the Switch and Xbox do. The first time you're developing Call of Duty for Switch, it's treated on the same console that you own and a 25-year celebration. Just weird shit. Weird. How do you prioritize your hardware when other people's hardware does it better? Makes no sense. Makes no sense. Right? The first time you develop for the Switch 2, it requires restarts, and you treat your Xbox the same way, and you've been developing for that for 25 years. Your hardware. But PlayStation 5 and PC are more streamlined with Call of Duty. And where do people mostly play Call of Duty? Like, there you go. Way to make them feel special, Asha. Like, seriously. Ridiculous. But they glaze her up, man. They love it. Glaze her up. Glaze her up. Speaking of glazing, Asha wasn't done. Get ready. They got partnerships. They got a McDonald's partnership. Halo Campaign Evolved and Chicken McNuggets. They got another thing at Gamescom. They got an Ikea partnership. At Gamescom. Ikea and Xbox. They got a whole ass Xbox stick that you could sit, basically shove up your ass. You got an Xbox D-pad that you could cry into, and then you got an Xbox stick that you could sit on. Wonderful. And quality products like Ikea.
I can go directly to Blacknet.
This is what I want to talk about. Again, it's marketing and PR. But let me throw this out there, Grinders. Let me throw this out there. I was thinking about this during my walk today because I see this stuff here. And again, it is what it is. Sit on the Xbox stick, of course. Why not? But all these partnerships, this branding, this hype for Xbox, I feel like these things here, I think all this, and I want to get your opinion. So definitely, this is an interacting part of the chat. So I want you guys to respond to this. And hit that like button too, please. And share it out. Let them know that we're here on a Wednesday. I feel like all this was already in the cards. And this is just the 25th anniversary train that she's been riding. Because this is the 25th anniversary of Xbox. I do not feel that next year that Xbox console is going to get all this shit. I think all this stuff was already in the cards because it was the 25th anniversary, just like they built the refrigerator and all that other stuff. And I feel like she is just kind of riding the 25th anniversary bandwagon this year. And it's going to be very interesting to see how she moves next year. Because I feel that all this stuff was done by Phil and early on, and you know, they're not making this stuff over the summer. Like Asha came in saying, I want to partner with Ikea, I want to partner with McDonald's, build me a chair. Nah. This is all Asha jumped on the 25th anniversary gravy train. Fan fest. All was planned for this year. This is the 25th anniversary of Xbox. And not one person has really highlighted that will Xbox, this kind of like, if Xbox is back and all this other shit, is it going to be the same energy next year? Is it going to be the same energy after November? I don't think so. I think all this stuff, I think they go right back to where they are. I think this is all, it makes it look like that she's doing something when really I think this was all going to happen anyway. This was the 25th anniversary. It's the end. It's 25 years of Xbox. That's it. Nick says that's exactly what it is. And Josh says, yep, this isn't done fast. This isn't done fast. This would have been planned maybe a year or so in advance. Same thing, too. Like, if she's coming in and looking at budgets, Monte says he agrees. Like, even if she was coming in and looking at budgets, like, I am sure this was all budgeted this year. Like, at the end of last year, Phil, December, looked at January 2026 budget for the year, and it was the 25th anniversary, going, all right, we're going to do FanFest, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, and she just followed the train. Because I need to know when this stuff going to continue? Is this all this Xbox marketing and console exclusive and all this shit? Is it all this console is king and all this marketing and glazing and Asha activity? It's so funny is that she's back talking again, but meanwhile, when they were laying people off, after she said we got hard news to pay in June, she went ghost for over a month. And now she's back glazing up the marketing and stuff like that. She wasn't there when they were like, oh, we got hard times. But now she's back like, oh, yeah, nothing happened. Now they got another 1,600 people to lay off. And what's crazy is you say they laid off all those studios to make all that money, to do all this stuff. And you look at this stuff and going like, this seems pretty excessive marketing and budgeting. These partnerships with Ikea, McDonald's, and the games fest, and all this giving away Xbox consoles and all this other shit. You look at all this like crazy, unnecessary over marketing of something that was pretty much dead, and you're at the end of the generation. Like, this is the kind of shit that you bring in the beginning of a generation when Xbox is like near the end of the generation. Like, who the hell wants an Xbox chair? This is all 25th anniversary stuff. So, like, you look at, like, her saying, well, we're in the negative. Well, I could probably think about a million things you could cut out here and save a couple of jobs. But this has all been in the books. This has all been in the books. That's why I said, like, this was already budgeted for. No way that Asha's approving this stuff and writing, like, making it look like, and she makes it look like she did it. Oh, look at us at Gamescom. Look at us. You know, look at us marketing, and it makes it look like it's coming from her. And it's like, but Asha, you're the same person that said we got to save money. This seems very excessive partnerships and unnecessarily, you know, and it's not even that you're marketing Gears. You're not marketing Halo. You're just marketing Xbox. It's just so weird. Very, very weird. Because it just seems like, you know, oh, honey, we're saving money. And then meanwhile, we got to save money for the bills. And then meanwhile, they're running out and going to casinos. It's like, but you said we have no money. Oh, no, but I'm going to casinos. You know, it's just really weird how she's moving. Because she said they're going to return to profit. Yeah, well, just canceling games and doing this? Very strange. And that's right, Josh. The games don't matter. The brand does. Yeah, I know. Like, she's boring. I know. Phil was fun. Phil was funny. I shouldn't do She don't do any sit down interviews. She's not interviewing, doing anything. And this was not good either. Like, here you go, Asha. Hey, how is this?
How about those exclusives?
Talking about Asha at Gamescom. Like, Gears E-Day. Are you playing about Gears E-Day or playing on Game Pass? 225 votes. Not a lot. A lot of people said PC, but this Digital Foundry. But I wanted to show something. Like, free open beta. I was talking about it on my stream. And if you want to get my impressions of how it, I really, you know, they made the Lancet better. But let me show this. Like, I don't know if they're very happy with this stuff.
You're my #1 customer.
Hey, shout out to Warwana with the 2. Asha hyping up Xbox because she's looking to sell it. Oh! Shout out to Warwana. Yo, that's exactly what she's doing. Oh, crap. Getting the name out there to sell it. Oh, shit. Yeah. You know what, Warwana? I would have put it past them. Look what they did in June. They showed those games. They were going to sell them off. So why did she just do this for the brand? Hey, let's use the 25th anniversary to get Xbox in everybody's name and show the marketing and then make it look appealing and stuff, and then we'll spin it. Or that, you know, we'll come back to that. I believe that's probably exactly where we're going with this. That could be it. That could be it. It makes sense. Why would they put all that energy in something that's a dying brand, right? It's because they want to show that there's still people that are interested in it and they could sell it or spin it off. But this was the results. You know, you see these people like, oh, Gears has momentum and all that stuff. Dude, this is a brand new Gears of War free open beta on Steam. And the highest number it hit was 22,000. The week before, when there was not a lot, when it was a closed beta, was like 15. You mean only 10,000 more people only wanted to play this game for free? You didn't have to pre-order it at all. And look at the troublesome thing is that the numbers, the peaks went lower. See, don't just look at the all-time peak number, but look at the peaks. The first day, 22, then 19, then 15, then 13, and then Monday at 4. That does not show excitement. That shows that people played it, yeah, I'm done, and didn't come back. That's what that shows, because you would have a Thursday game night. Oh, man, everybody jump on Friday. More people on Saturday, word of mouth. Yo, check out my gameplay. Check me out on Sunday, on Saturday. You will have more of an incremental peaks. So you'll maybe have a high peak on the first day, but then it will kind of either stay or get higher as the hype continues throughout the weekend. Their peak was on the Thursday, the Friday. Here's Thursday, and then, yeah, Friday. But then the peaks drop, showing that people got disinterested in it. Not to mention the overall total is dismal for a free game, open. The next Gears of War game, not a remake, not a remaster. The next big Gears of War game after 6 years of no Gears of War. 22. What does this game hit at launch? Maybe 40? Maybe 50,000 people? Maybe less. 50,000, 40,000? That's $70 paying customers over there. This was a free open beta. It does not look good on PC. If she thinks PC is going to save them, or Game Pass, and then remember, this is why I bring this up is that this is where if whatever SteamDB is, because of the existence of Game Pass, SteamDB is where people buy it. Because Steam is where you buy it. There's no subscriptions on Steam. You got to buy it on Steam. So this shows how many people are willing to buy the game on Steam. Because Game Pass exists on consoles. So there's Game Pass there. There's Game Pass in the Windows Store. They may be playing. Those numbers may be inflated because they're through subscriptions. There's no subscription on Steam. So this is an indication of what is the buying power. What is the outside of the Game Pass world? Who wants to buy this game? Well, who's interested in this game? And I can't believe how low that was. I thought it was going to be at least 50. I don't know. And what maybe console sales sell. If Xbox is dismal again in console sales, I guess the beta didn't sell anybody on consoles either, which I'm sure they didn't. Asha's going to learn. She's going to learn the hard way that she's going to be like, wow, this is a failed business. Like, I don't think there's anything they can do anymore. There are subs on Steam. No, there's no Game Pass. I know, Warawana. No, not subs. I mean Game Pass. There's subscription gaming there, but not a Game Pass. There's no Game Pass. That's what I meant. That's what I was referring to. Game Pass. There's no Game Pass subscription on Steam. So this is, if you want to play it on Steam, you got to buy it there. There's no way to get it through Game Pass. That's what I was saying. But RPG, right? I like, you know, and you know, I mentioned this, like, you look at Gears 5, you know, you look at Gears 5, like, Gears 5 never did big numbers either. Look at its peak. Gears 5 amounted to 10,000 people. Day one on Steam. 10,000 people? Peak? And that's why I saw that number rolling around. People were like, oh, it beat the Gears scores of previous Gears games on Steam. 10,000 people for Gears of War. That's the face of Xbox. What are you talking about? It beat it? This was when? When did this come out? Gears came out when? In 2019. Population growth. 7 years. But come on.
How about those exclusives?
Or gifts, as Matt Booty called them. They were gifts. But yeah, I really, you know, it really is something else. And then, so now we're going to get Gamescom news. So this thing has been going around too. Xbox at Gamescom. That's the section that we're in right now. Hit that like button, grinders. So there's a new game. So Nate the Hate announced that there's going to be some new game at Gamescom. It's a Microsoft IP, but the studio is not a Microsoft studio. The genre defines it. The best game from the studio developing it's of that genre was awarded. So its genre defines it. It's not Banjo or Conker. And they've been dropping hints for a couple of weeks. The surprise won't be so much the game, but the studio. Based on precedents, it should be multi-platform. Haven't revealed it because of what it entails, and you'll understand. And supposedly, this game is supposed to come out sometime this year. A lot of people are speculating that it's Ori 3 and it's built by somebody else. Another studio. Or maybe Moon Studio built it. I don't know. But they're expecting it that it's Ori 3. But here we go with, like, secret games. Listen, if it's coming out this year, it is going to be of smaller stature. If they moved Fable for room and this game comes out later this year, you know that this game is not on a scale, a level of Fable. It definitely feels like some sort of... And also, too, if it is coming out this year, and if it wasn't Ori, like, if it's a Microsoft IP that has this incredible name behind it, why would you announce it so late in the year in August to come out later this year and not have it like in June to give it marketing and stuff like that? Like what? Like exactly. Keeper 2, like it's gonna be, and it says the surprise won't be so much the game, but the studio. Really? Do we play the studio? Like the studio? Like really? Like do you have a Nintendo studio making an Xbox game, and that's supposed to be like big news? Everybody pre-ordered today because a Nintendo studio is making an Ori game. And again, all over the place. Xbox sequel to a Microsoft-owned IP, external dev. It's not StarCraft, not Wolfenstein, or anything that's been already announced. Yeah, why nobody could guess it? Because it's small hanging fruit. That's why. But again, it just... It's just like, we'll see what it is. But my sources, my eyes, like Recore, Phantom Dust. Josh, that's a good guess, Phantom Dust. Because its genre defines it. Phantom Dust was a battle card game too. I wouldn't be surprised. Phantom Dust is a good guess, Josh. That's a good... Killer Instinct, I don't think so. If you were doing Killer Instinct, you're not going to kind of stealth drop it at the end of this year. I think Phantom Dust is a good guess. That is a good one. I'll come back to you, Josh, if that is. I think that's what it is. They're saying it's Ori 3. That's what a lot of people are saying, that it's Ori 3. And the studio making it. But I'm wondering, let me see. Do they own Phantom Dust? I'm sure they do. But it says the game won't be a surprise. Yeah, Microsoft owns Phantom Dust. Who made it first one? A publisher and owner. So yeah, that is a good guess. Killer Instinct, I would love it though. Killer Instinct would be awesome. But I just feel like whatever they're gonna announce, if it is slated for this year, I think that's like it is definitely gonna be something for Game Pass filler. Because they moved Fable, supposedly to give it its room to shine. Yeah, see, I can't see anything big like Jade Empire. Nah, I think that's BioWare. But again, it sounds like the studio, EA owns Jade Empire. But it's a Microsoft IP, not a Microsoft, not let's see what Nash wrote. He's been dropping hints. Let's see. He's been dropping hints for weeks. Not an IP. No, it's an IP owned by Microsoft. The release could be this year, but I'm working to confirm that detail. And no, it's not Banjo. What could it be? They say Ori, Quantum Break, Lost Odyssey, Scalebound, Marvel Ultimate Alliance. Yeah, well, it's not Banjo. So we'll see. We'll find out next week. And apparently it may be announced at the Jeff Keighley's. The Keighley's. The Keighley's. But there you go. But it says again, it's the best game from the best game from the studio developing it's of that genre and was awarded. So that's what they're saying. It was some sort of... They were speculating that some sort of the Nintendo studio that made that Metroidvania game, one of the Metroidvania games from Nintendo, making the Ori game. And it's sort of like a Nintendo developer or something like that making the Ori. That's what it is. And Ori would make sense because they'll push the whole PC handheld stuff. Redfall 2. But yeah, but that's that. Yeah, see, Ori 3 by Mercury Steam. That's who it was. I'm sorry. Let's see. Who's Mercury Steam? They made, hold on. Mercury Steam. They made they made the Metroid, the Fire. That's what they made. Castlevania Lords of the Shadow, Space Lords. They made. So like they are of that genre, so that's why people are thinking Ori from Mercury Steam. So the game won't be a super surprise because it's not going to be like, oh my god, they brought back something from the dead. It's going to be a game, but it's made by this thing and probably come out to PC and Steam and a Switch. They made Metroid Samus Returns on the 3DS. They made Metroid Dread on the Nintendo Switch. So that's what it says. They're known for the genre. That's what people are doing it. But there you go. We do it again every time, man. There you go. Let me see if there's any other Gamescom stuff. We'll do more next week when we talk about Gamescom. What is this? Oh, this person was showing the difference between Gears 5 and Gears. There. And now the Bootleg Jez is wondering if Starfield should be exclusive. These are the numbers just to kind of give you a perspective of the E-Day stuff that happened. You know, multiplayer E-Day, 24-hour peak. E-Day beta the week before was 10,000. That was the paid beta. Gears 5, you can see the peaks. 22,000 is the highest. 14,000 is the beta. 10,000 was Gears, and then Gears of War Reloaded was 4,800 people. Yikes. These are not big numbers for this franchise. I don't know why they even put it over there. Like I said, both these companies, silliness. This is, man. I don't know, Asha.
How about those exclusives?
Zoinks. Yep. Oh, and then this thing came out. I wanted to cover this thing as we're talking about more Xbox and this thing. This whole leaked documents came leaked out. So this happened since the last show. This whole back compat on PC and extending your original Xbox and 360 catalog to next gen Xbox devices reaches Helix, Xbox PCs, and handhelds. Microsoft built emulator runs locally on PC. Titles appear as standard Xbox PC titles. Same account, same cloud saves. Microsoft manages all engineering and bespoke emulator, title by title, certification, and testing. So that means trickle it out as we go. Storefront, merchandising, and player support. You keep the rights, pricing, and brand control. Original. So there you go. You keep rights, branding, and pricing. So therefore, they will determine pricing if they decided to put something on PC back compat. This is exactly why they stopped the back compat on the console, was because the publishers were done. They were charging too much. So there you go. Like they ran out of people to allow their games. So this is going to be a trickle effect. They're going to be going in there, announcing a couple backwards compatibility, spoon feeding everybody this program so they could stay in the news relevant. Apparently, Helix is technically an Xbox console, supports Xbox console games as well as PC. So it's leaning that Helix may not. There'll be Xbox PCs, which is basically what ROG Ally is. But Helix may be something where it's an Xbox console and just houses the Windows Store and runs a Windows Store version. I don't know. It kind of goes opposite of like being an open platform, because what will be funny is if the Xbox Helix is a closed box, that it has the Xbox games and plays Windows Store games and nothing else. It's going to be very funny watching the people who are prancing around about an open platform is the future and PlayStation's bad for closed platform, because that Xbox Helix is basically exactly the same thing. It's a closed ecosystem with their store. So it makes no sense. I don't know. I can't wait to see what the hell this thing is. But if it is a closed system that bounces between the Xbox store and playing native Xbox games, do that window, and they kind of lock people to the Windows store, but not put Windows on it. That's horrible. That Windows Store downloads suck. They take forever, that Windows Store. Imagine being stuck by the Windows Store and that was powering your Helix. Oh, goodness gracious. People will hack that thing and put the Steam OS on that immediately. Oh, man. I don't even know a world where that would be bad. I would love this. These guys will spin that thing, go, this is incredible, after they go and like open platform. And that's the thing. I think it's pretty funny. It's like, they roast on PlayStation for locking platforms down. It's like, oh my God. And meanwhile, Xbox keeps all their games within their ecosystem. Except for Steam. So Steam goes outside their ecosystem. PlayStation was putting their stuff outside ecosystem, and they do their multiplayer games like Marvel Tokens on Steam. So they don't close that away just on the PlayStation Store. I think they both just need to go back to console exclusives and move on. This whole Steam stuff, I don't know. I think it muddies the waters for them and their ecosystems and all this other stuff. It's just weird. But whatever. Xbox, I know why. Because, they need Steam. Because Steam has to carry them because they're not selling it on their platform. PlayStation, that's just bonus money for them. But yeah. So that's what it is. So it's technically an Xbox console. We will see. Again, these are all rumors. But it's going to be very interesting to see. That Windows Store is hot. This Windows Store right here is garbage. You imagine being stuck to this thing? Oh, man. Imagine opening this thing up and seeing slots and Vegas slots, dude. Oh, man, there he is. You imagine this thing when you boot up your Project Helix? Oh, man. Club Vegas slots, Gambino slots. Look at the top games. These are the best-selling games on the Windows Store. Seeker's Notes, Hidden Objects. Oh, shit, Hidden Objects with the Project Helix. Oh, shit. Look at this one. Look at this banger. Top selling on the Xbox Store. There it is. There it is. The missing piece, Asha. The missing piece. Asha, get in there. Asha, get in there. This is what they want.
How about those exclusives?
They want these Township. Get them. Get them, Asha. This is what the Xbox wants. This is the top-selling games. These are the top-selling games. Look. See? Best-selling games. This is what they want, Asha. Look, Hidden Objects next to Gears E-Day. Next to Phil Spencer Slots, Betty Boop Edition. Look at this one. Cash Billionaire Slot Machine. Get in there, Asha. They want slots. Honey. This is what they want. This is horrible. I can't believe how many slot games there are on this thing. This is the top selling games, Asha. This is what they want. What the hell is this? Gardenscapes, Asha. Top selling. What's this game? It's free. Look at this. Who told me to go to the Windows Store? Look at this. Oh, my God. Look at this. You could have the Phil Spencer house before and after. This is the Windows Store. Look at this. Yo, Asha, this is what they want. They want Fishdom. Best-selling game, Asha. Get in there.
How about those exclusives?
This is what Project Helix is going to be. Where's my Gears of War? Hold on. Let me get through Jackpot Party. Hold on. Hold on. You got to watch the trailer to Jackpot. Oh, here we go. Hold on. Elvis is here. Before I get to my Gears E-Day beta. This is the store that she wants to put on the Helix. Best-selling ass. PDF reader. Oh, shit. What's this? What the hell is this? Unlock unlimited possibilities with the Nitrado Nap app. Rent and manage your own Xbox PC servers for ARC. Oh man, Asha, this is not good news. This is a horrible store. They're supposed to fix this years ago. Oh man. Oh man, Asha, you got Amazon Music. Look at this. Let's go to gaming. Gaming's gotta be where it's at, right? Who told me to go here? Oh look, they got one human. They got some games. What the hell is this? What is this? What is this? Oh!
On their little goo gaga. On their little goo gaga. On their little goo gaga.
Is this what they want?
My little baby, little Fisher Price plastic toy.
Oh, is this what they're asking for?
And they're killer games that are, it's the little Animal Crossing. My little baby, little Fisher Price plastic toy. On their little goo gaga. On their little goo gaga.
That Project Helix is gonna be the goo goo gaga. Oh man, who put me in the store? Get me out of that shit. Oh man, now I need a cleansing. Pause. I need a cleansing. Oh man, that would be a cleansing. Holy crap. Whew. I got lost in that store. I don't know where to go. I got lost. Look at this. Dude, I saw this stuff. We're going to talk about this. Before we get to Phantom Blade, Grinders, hit that like button. Did you see this Ben 10 boss? The people, their ass hairs were perked up because of this boss fight in Wolverine. And they went and got all these different boss fights and were going crazy with this Wolverine stuff. Like, when are we gonna, oh my God, when are we gonna learn that there's some really bitter, puckered ass people out there that are not going to play the hype of Wolverine? We've seen this so many times before. Spider-Man with Puddlegate. All the puddles, the reflections that changed, and Spider-Man. Oh, the Spider-Man puddles. We even saw it with Watergate, with Miles Morales and Spider-Man 2 when he came out of the water. Oh, look at the water effects in Spider-Man 2. It don't look too good. Win, 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 win. Meanwhile, these people, they get these broken-ass style fields that look like shit with loading screens and go, thank you, Richard Simmons. Can I have some more? Asha, save us. They get the shit smut fed to them from other we'll fix it later bullshit. And then they come there and they accept that and say, no, it's fine. Fun with friends. But whenever there's a PlayStation game that they're not going to get and boo-hoo, they're going to go, oh, look at this. We've done this. They did the same thing with Last of Us. They try to deflate the hype with stupid shit. Petty shit. Meanwhile, if you want to roast something, people, go roast Herman Hunters. That game looks like shit. But you go there and go, Wolverine don't look that good. What? A boss fight. Listen. They never learn. And it's because they're internet. They're not going to be held accountable because the Puddlegate. I remember back with the Spider-Man puddles. I remember with the Miles Morales water. I remember back with Last of Us and the whole Joel part and all this stuff. Every little nick and cranny needs to be criticized and to bring down the hype for the game. Because it's bitter PC guys that are not getting it. It's disgruntled Xbox fans that just get IKEA furniture so they can sit on a stick.
I can go directly to
and not get updates on Fable and incredible playthroughs of Fable to make them want the game. Instead, they got to get Asha showing them a goddamn stick they could sit on over at IKEA. I don't understand what is bad about. Is this like the last boss to fight? Like, is this Sentinel like is this the end game? This is a boss in a game, one boss, and we've seen the combat. We've seen all the stuff in Wolverine. Like, we've seen so much more than this. Like, this is probably a tutorial, and people going crazy. Like, this is the last boss of the game. We've seen the combat in their game. We've seen the combat in Spider-Man. We've seen what we're able to do in the other games from Insomniac. To think like this is the end all, like, oh my God, look at these boss fights. I don't get it. The game is going to be absolutely insane. And you want to know why? It's not because you're blind fans. It's because we saw gameplay. We saw the game. There was no hiding it. They saw the game. You saw what's going on. You saw what's going down. And we know from their experience of other games that they released, this is just the tip of the iceberg. The story, the elements, it's just the tip of the iceberg. You read the previews of Wolverine. They're hyped up about it. But it's just so weird how this minute criticism of, and it goes right down the line. It goes right down the line. It's salty people because it goes right down the line, and they were proven wrong time and time again with the Spider-Man puddles. The game looks better. You look at Spider-Man 2, they were making fun of the water. Don't you remember when Miles Morales was in the water fighting the lizard? They went crazy about Watergate. Oh, well, that was Spider-Man 2 don't look too good. What? Same shit. Final Fantasy 16, Final Fantasy Rebirth until it became multi-platform. Every single game, there's this bitter, salty jealousy of exclusivity. But
How about those exclusives?
when Asha goes and does that, oh, it's all good now. Exclusives are great. Oh, it's good. Meanwhile, you look at what Gears is doing on there. You look at those Gears numbers. You look at what the balances of Gears. You look at some of the glitches and stuff of that game. Oh, it's just a beta. They said because you can't stick grenades. Somebody said, oh, it's a beta. Dude, you're not going to be able to stick grenades in the game. That's it. There's no chainsaw battles. There's no sticking grenades and trapping people. There's no meat shields. It's not in the game. Don't give me it's a beta. People leaking Wolverine from the Insomniac leak from 5 years ago going, this game looks like shit. Like, again, it's just, we've been through these criticisms. Now this one boss fight is basically Puddlegate. Now we got Bossgate. But the energy is not the same across the board because the people that are jumping on this shit are the same. Either people that just want to jump on for clicks or jump on because they're that salty about it. Like, you know, I'm telling you, you want to go make fun of PlayStation, you got hunter-gatherers, Herman hunters. There you go. I just gave you your content for clicks. But you want to know what? Nobody gives a shit about Herman hunters. That's why it won't get the engagement. But Wolverine, it pays to hate on it. Because it is a popular game and is going to blow the roof off of action. Like, I'm just so excited for this game because it is not an open world game. And the fact that they're going to be able to tell a narrated, like a story going through this thing with semi-open world stuff is going to be really good because they did such a great job on Giant Gate. They did such a great job with Spider-Man in open world and telling the story. I can't imagine what they're going to do when you just have one character and you're just going through that story. It is going to be friggin' awesome. Oh, there was complaints that Wolverine is not hairy enough. They don't like the actor that plays him. Jean Grey doesn't look hot. Yo, I'm like, what the hell is what? But you pull up Gears 5 and Marcus Phoenix looks like a clay face. He's all like, there's no texture on his face. He looks fake. Nobody criticizing that. I guess because nobody cares. That's the thing. Unfortunately, the attention of these Xbox games don't get the same criticism because there's not that universal hype for them. That if you're negative on it, you'll get some traction. No. If you get negative on, if you're like criticizing some things, like you don't have enough ball hair on them, that will get some traction because it's Wolverine. Same thing if you criticize GTA 6, you're going to get some traction. But if you criticize Gears, or like, you know, oh, it's a beta, it's because you saw 20,000 people for free open beta. But it's just tiring and stupid. And it's not because it's a PlayStation game. It's all this with all these games. These people come out of the woodwork. I don't even know if they're gamers or not. But they come out of this woodwork and they just come with critiques and oh, the character should have 3 strands of hair and 5, and they should be a blue hair, and oh, they should be wearing this outfit. It's like, I'm sorry. Shut up. Please. You put it on PC, go download some nude mod and enjoy it. But my God, too many dumbass people got a fucking thing to say. Jesus. It's just like, it's tiring. And it's not just with Wolverine and shit. It's with everything. Oh, the slit is too short. The hair's too long. The character model's not the way we want it. The face on that lady is not the lady that we should have. We should and they do the same shit in like casting for the superheroes. That is a bad casting. Oh my God, people. I don't know if again, we nerds, but my God. Cut it out. Check to see if your balls dropped. Grow a pair.
Have an exciting life now. Breakfast to go. You're gonna love
and
my
go
nuts.
cry
Watch this.
into your
You can do
pillow.
everything.
Because take the phone away from these people. I don't know who they are. I don't know where they're from, but they need to shut the fuck up. Create your own social network where you could bitch about that stuff. But get off our timeline. I don't know if you're a casting director. I don't know if you're an artist. I don't know if you're a nerd that has every picture of Jean Grey in your room. Every version, every change. But grow the fuck up. I don't care if the hair is red, it's too short, not shoulder length. Oh, her shirt is too loose. It's too tight. They're too big. They're too small. She's too tall. They're too hairy. They're not hairy. Holy shit. My God. What are we doing here? There's more important things. My goodness. Maybe if the game is not glitched. Maybe if the game plays well. Maybe if it friggin' functions. But my God, there is so much critique on this stuff. I just like, what the, like, what? It is crazy, dude. Neil says the social networks when he talked to me and Mooch. Yo, you like the reverb? I don't get it. And it is just getting out of control. Same thing with the GTA 6 leaks. Oh, like they're like, look at this. Oh, it doesn't look good. Oh, look at this. Oh, you just do this. Oh, it looks the same. Here's the dude playing basketball. I'm not gonna show them here because they'll go crazy with the GTA 6 leaks. I didn't have it on my list because I wrote it, but I have it as the topic thing. But I saw some of those GTA 6 leaks and, oh, this is all it is? This is it? What do you think? Oh, this looks horrible. I like, it's GTA. Like, I don't get it. They're looking at some offshoot 8mm snuff film. And they're like, oh, these graphics are horrible. Dude, it's a leak that is like ripped from somebody's asshole. Like, what are you doing? You're critiquing it like Digital Foundry, doing it at 4%. It's wild. I don't know where these people come from. I don't know, but they need to create a new social media called the bitch asses, because they are just like, I don't know what the hell they're talking about. the GTA leaks, they're like, oh, dude, it was like gray, like low res video of the guy playing basketball, and the people go, oh, this game looks like shit, not worth the hype. I'm like, yo, everybody, when you go in the bathroom and you're taking a shit, put your phone away. Because I don't know if the shit's coming out your ass or off your fingers when you're typing this stupid stuff. But my God, put that away. I don't know if you're shitting out your brains, because people tweeting from the toilet bowl need to stop. Because I can't imagine all these people tweeting while they're taking a shit saying dumb stuff. Because you're focusing on putting out the turd. You're probably struggling to push out your shit. And you're like, but I got to get this tweet out. No, get your shit out first, then tweet. Because you can't do two things at the same time. It must be happening. I think I found the reasoning to why they're dumbass people on the internet. Too many people tweeting and saying shit while they're shitting. Do your stuff on the bowl and then tweet. Your brain cannot do two things at the same time. Your brain is like, yo, we got to pass this turd out this little asshole. I got to focus on that. This is not the time to make a cohesive thought, because your brain is focusing on pushing out the shit. So two things cannot be done at the same time. So put down that phone. When you're on the bowl, it's not the time to communicate. That is the time to defecate. And this is tips for living life. This is not the time to communicate. It's the time to defecate. That's when you're doing it. Because your body cannot function and put out a cohesive thought while you're taking a shit. Listen to Matt Booty. He does this in his tutorials of how to shit up the place. So please, get him. You know what? Get him in here. These are life learning lessons, Michael Meridian. Get him in here. Tell them. Yeah. You can tell them. Tell them what to do. There you go. Huggy, get in here.
Stop. Enough.
Thank you, Huggy. Michael, this is life lessons. People should be taking notes. Because this is the only explanation. The only explanation. The only explanation for why there's dumb shit on the internet is because people are spending too much time on the bowl. Hey, Silver Wolf, you eat the meatball fiber. But yeah, exactly, Silver Wolf. Like, I did not put those, like, the fact that they hid the loading screens in Starfield. And then they show, and then they have Starfield release, and Todd Howard says it just works. And there's all loading screens and talks about hamburgers. That's why the game is Dude, do you remember the game was running bad because of the hamburgers in space? Remember that excuse? Oh, because there's hamburgers in space and physical locations of all these items. That is why the game has to load, and that is why the game is not performing well, because there's hamburgers in space. And the rendering and the physical presence of the compute that's taken for the hamburgers in space is the reason why the game has to load and it's not functioning right. Because there's hamburgers in space. Because every object has a physical presence. Dude, I'm like, what? They show some goddamn tutorial boss fight and people shitting a brick. Whatever. Those people, like I said, take a walk. But you're right, Silva. The thing is these things do feel fabricated. And again, it's not to defend a PlayStation game, but given our sources, our two eyeballs, every time this happens, it bites them in the ass. They did it, and it's so funny because you could count them on your hand. You go Puddlegate. You go, like, with Spider-Man 2. Oh, the reflections are fabricated. There's a fake shot. It's not there anymore. It's lighting. You go look at with the mall. You look at Spider-Man 2. with the water and the lizard fight. You go look at Last of Us, and they were talking about that, and they were trying to fight that for the. Then they started doing the woke shit. Then all that shit. They went down. They couldn't graphically critique the game, so then they talked about the woke stuff and Abby and stuff. Then on top of that, then they go, Ghost of Yote. They got a shit on that game. Why? Because of the actress that played as Ghost of Yote. Okay, so now we're doing that again. Now Wolverine, look at the Sentinel fight. The boss don't move. What do we do? Like, and Yote was great. But they just pull these things out the air, a reason to hate a game just to do it. The craziness. But meanwhile, when I had a problem with Kate's story, they're like, no, it's the Raiders and Kate's story. I'm like, yeah, but it doesn't make sense. What about JD? What about the Marcus's son? It's Kate's story. I'm like, what? That legitimately makes sense. They spun the whole thing around. They changed the name from Gears of War to Gears. Everybody, it's fine. Yes, the food was causing the glitch. Why? Exactly. Why are there giant robots in Wolverine? They're complaining about it. The Ben 10 had robots. Why does Wolverine have robots? Like I said, when you're on the bowl, it's the time to communicate. Do not communicate. It's the time to defecate. So stop saying stupid shit while you're taking a shit. My God. Now, a cleansing. Max Dude says the fight ramps up. Yeah, Josh, I am sure there's probably phases to a fight. Like, we've seen this so many times before from their previous games and from what it is. Like, nobody wants to give them the benefit of the doubt. Like, I have no other problem with it. I'm like, okay. We've seen this fight. I'm like, that's a Sentinel fight. Yeah, okay, what do you want to do? Like, what are you going to do? Like, again, it's not an excuse for a PlayStation game, but my God. I just played Gears hands-on, and it had issues. But no, we're going to look at, like, a video. Wolverine's going to be awesome. It'll be great. Gears, hopefully the story is great. I'm interested in Gears. Herman Hunters, I don't think that's coming to fruition. And I'm not going to cover that guy. So, yeah, and the other thing came out. And, again, I don't want to play too much of this because I've seen, like I said before, I've seen enough of it. I don't want to, like, go through it, but I'm going to do some highlights of it with this, man. Like, this thing. Is this the... So, State of Play happened on Monday. And this Phantom Blade Zero.
Extinguish the flame. See what burns beneath.
I'm not going to go through the whole one. I recommend you go watch it.
Let true steel speak.
But what I saw of this Phantom Blade Zero is friggin' fire. It is absolutely crazy, dude. The combat, the animation, the music. This game is going to cook. I wish it came out sooner. Like, it is coming out at the end. It's coming out at the end of October.
Yet it moves through all.
This game.
Hello, everyone. I'm Doin, creative consultant for Phantom Blade Zero, and the actor behind Mo Yuan. A formidable
before you got Ugly Aloy. That was another one, Silver Wolf. Aloy Peach Fuzz and the fat Aloy picture. There you go. Again, every single PlayStation game, there's something. There's always that one thing. And again, it's not a PlayStation defense, but I'm just saying that it just seems to manifest. There's always that one thing. The ugly Aloy, the fat Aloy face. Exactly. See? There you go.
Master. I want players around the world to enter our wuxia world driven by old grudges, shifting alliances, and the confrontations that forge its legends. Rooted in the traditions of Chinese martial arts, Phantom Blade Zero embraces bold imaginations and distinct cultural elements to create a new aesthetic we call Kung Fu Punk.
like, this is to say, from what I saw, yeah, there's so many. There's like a bunch of different weapons, swords, and then you have the alternate hand, like the other swords. I forgot what they call them, but like it basically gives you these mix match abilities. Like you could mix match. That was the part I wanted to highlight with the combat. Is that there are parts? Yeah, people go crazy with the quick time events too. That was another thing they criticized, the quick time events, like the Wolverine, where you press the things for the do the claws when you open up your claws, like with the Wolverine. They're like, oh, look, quick time events. That takes. I'm like, with the adaptive triggers, I am sure you probably feel it's a cool effect that when you have your claws come out for the first time, you press, like in that scene, you press your 2 triggers down, and with the adaptive triggers, it adds a little of effect to it. Like there's adaptive triggers. That's why when you probably press those down, you're going to get the tension and do that. Anyway. Like, it just... So, look at these graphics. I want to get to where they talked about the weapons. Look at this stuff.
But you won't be alone. Martial artists from across the Wulin have gathered in Pangzhen, turning the town into a deadly trap of rival factions, hidden malice...
Now, they said this game is not open world.
The girl's nothing but a shell now. She'll never be the same.
As you uncover the grim secrets buried here, you will realize some things matter far more than survival, and that some enemies can never be defeated by the sword alone. The steam-powered iron tower built to navigate aboard a peculiar high-speed vessel. Your journey is guided by 8 authentic hand-painted Chinese ink wash maps. In complex regions, they offer only a rough sense of direction, leaving you to explore and uncover hidden secrets. These maps seamlessly connect into a single world.
It's gonna be tough playing this thing and leading right into GTA, man. It'd be crazy.
Alongside
here it is. This part is the one to highlight. Because this sounds exciting. This is exciting.
Every weapon is forged from martial folklore, cinematic legacy, and ancient tradition.
This part of the weapons.
Seoul wields a massive arsenal of 30 primary weapons alongside 25 secondary weapons known as Phantom Edges.
Jazz is right.
For example, the Drunken Sword style builds drunken energy, enhancing Soul's evasiveness while swaying and staggering with every strike.
That's so cool.
The White Serpent and Crimson Viper twin blades work in tandem. The length of the White Serpent allows you to fling the Crimson Viper outward for ranged attacks.
So, it's so cool that your main weapon and then your other weapon have combination effects. It's so freaking cool. Like, oh my god.
The fluid steel of the soft snake sword coils around an opponent's guard, striking targets cleanly and even slicing through incoming threat-based attacks mid-air. However, a light blade won't be enough against heavy shields, and relying on swords alone will turn the fight into a punishing struggle. Crushing those defenses requires the brutal momentum of Iron Fists and
Iron
hammers.
Fist!
The Tiger Cannon can blast apart distant enemy formations with a single shot, or ignite self-destructing enemies before they get close. And when bladed weapons fall short against a swarm of savage dogs, the flame-spewing Flaming Mane makes quick work of them all.
Oh.
Mastery goes far deeper than basic attributes. Upgrading a weapon unlocks distinct forms and techniques, carving out a unique combat philosophy.
and they have 30 weapons, and the other ones, dude, that is crazy. 25 side weapons and 30 weapons, and each one of that locks different techniques. It's insane. Oh my god. The animation is crazy. And what's so cool about it is that it has like such a distinct look where it's like it looks like a Souls type execution type thing, but it's not. And then it has a mix of a Stellar Blade and then like a God of War, or in the sense of like having like those executions and stuff like that, but then having all this crazy arsenal of weapons and combinations that you can do. Yeah. In that look with the animation and the music, like it is like hitting on all cylinders. Like this is like it's
about
crazy.
A newly acquired weapon being too weak. With the Reforging Talisman, you can reset the weapon's level, recover all invested materials, and immediately reinvest them into your new gear.
No, I saw some of it. That's another game that's coming out. Another
difficulty options
console
as distinct
exclusive.
ways to experience.
That's another thing too. I admit the Silent Hill Downfall. That's another one. That's another console. So this is a console exclusive. That's a console exclusive. So people are like, well, it's on PC. See how, but you see how it downplays. Like they'll be like, well, this is on PC, and it's just like.
How about those exclusives?
But meanwhile, she does that, and it's like, oh my, you see the difference, like the energy, and like that's a big deal. That's an exclusive. But this, oh no, that's on PC too. I was playing on PC. It's like, but this you're hyped for.
How about those exclusives?
That's all she did was make it a console exclusive. These are console exclusive of Silent Hill and this game right here. She gave you Gears that had 20,000 people on for free open beta.
It's the story.
It just the perspective is crazy.
Intuitive and cinematic.
Hypocrisy.
Letting anyone feel like a.
But this is real quality shit right here. This is incredible. I don't care where this is. I was playing this game no matter where it is.
For those seeking a true challenge, Hellwalker mode.
Dude, the 66 days, wild.
Bosses won't rely on fixed patterns. They react to your spacing,
it learns,
width, and adapt to your habits in real time.
It adapts to you in real time. It adapts to your habits. That's wild. I'm not playing that mode.
For the ultimate test, unlock 66 days mode. Unlike the other difficulty settings, this mode turns Soul's 66-day countdown into a literal gameplay timeline.
Jesus.
It features the intensity of Hellwalker, but every defeat costs you precious time.
The day. That's
if
so
the clock
crazy.
hits 0, it is permanent death.
That's crazy. 66 days. Oh, they showed this boss battle, but I'm not gonna go through it. But man, the anime. I just wanted to show the animation of it. It was so sick. This guy is with the. It's a guy with look at this thing. This is crazy. I just wanted to show the animation of it. Mask-bound lion grandmaster. Threw water at him. That's summon with the ninjas. The Xbox ninjas you get in there. Anyway. Fire! That's all I'm saying. Dude, that I'm not going to spoil the ending of that thing. But man, that was the state of play. I watched it. I didn't want to watch too much of it, but I wanted to highlight some of the things that I saw, which was the weapons and the animations, the music, and just the quality of that game. Yep, getting it. So, Grinders, it is going to be a wild time here on this channel. We're going to be cooking. I'm getting it all. I'm getting it all. You got Wolverine, GTA, Phantom Blade. It's all coming down. We're getting them all. All right? So you keep it locked here to the Gaming Grindhouse, and I would definitely want to thank those that stayed to the end of the show because I'm going to be grabbing you. We had such a generous, awesome gifting show for giving out VIPs. You want to know what? I'm going to give out VIPs. I don't care if we didn't hit our goal. I'm sending them out. We didn't hit our chat goal, but I'm going to send them out for you guys for being here, and I want you to come on to the show for the balcony show next week. It's going to be a banger. I got Boom Boom Jack, Seattle Chief, Mike Pierre, T-Bone, you're welcome. We're going to the balcony next week, but you want to keep it locked here. Please hit that like button, subscribe, and thank you again for all your support here at the Gaming Grindhouse. My throat is gone. My voice is going, so I know it is time to shut it down and go to another day, Grinders. So keep it subscribed here because I'm going to go live again sometime in the next, definitely Monday for the Gaming Grindhouse. But we'll be doing, what's Crimson, the Crimson Moon? I got to look at all the games that are coming out. But Grinders, hit that like button. I'm getting them all the big ones. Definitely. I'll be playing them all. More information on the prints. If you're interested in the prints, I'll be getting that together. But keep it locked here. Subscribe, hit that like button. Please hit the hype button. And I'll be getting timestamps out tomorrow to everybody. So good night and thank you again. And there's a little jingle for everybody. Good night.
Said 200 mil came through the door. Still lost money, what you selling me for? Big green box, but the books look sick. New drop, same flop, that math don't click. Crowds came in, then they ran right out. Big splash, big hype, small profit drought. Tell me what that means when the bag won't grow. You want my time, go XPC, bro. Xbox is cooked, Xbox is cooked, Xbox is cooked. Just go to PC. Xbox is cooked, Xbox is cooked, Xbox is cooked. That's the move for me. Xbox is cooked, Xbox is cooked, Xbox is cooked. Just go to PC. Xbox is cooked, Xbox is cooked, Xbox is cooked. That's the move for me. 200 million still red on the page. That's a lot of noise for a failing stage. New game, same broken plan. You could dress it up, but I see the scan. I'm not paying extra for a bad encore. If the box can't win, what's the box for? Or I heard the pitch, I heard the plea. Then I closed that tab and I picked PC. Xbox is cooked, Xbox is cooked, Xbox is cooked. Just go to PC. Xbox is cooked, Xbox is cooked, Xbox is cooked. That's the move for me. Xbox
Enough.
Is cooked, Xbox is cooked, Xbox is cooked. Just go to PC. Xbox is cooked, Xbox is cooked, Xbox is cooked.